30 minutes on the clock. We got the pregame coming up. Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, game 2 of the regular season. Y'all gotta lock in. I'm locked in. Let's get to the show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are live once again for the New York Knicks game 2. You gotta love the every other night schedule for our Knicks. It's no longer preseason, y'all. We don't have to go 3, 4, 5 days in between these Knicks games. We get them every other night now. We are coming off a phenomenal Indiana Pacers versus Oklahoma City Thunder game. We are coming off an incredible Denver Nuggets versus Golden State Warriors game. So tonight, I'm expecting a blowout. You want talking about incredible games? It's going to be incredible for one team tonight. I need the New York Knicks to run this Boston team up out of the building. The last time we saw them, we saw exactly that. The New York Knicks, game 6 of the second round, last year's playoffs, got them up out of the building, out of MSG. It was a big old celebration, and guess what? We're going to run it right back, celebrate it 2 times in a row. The Boston Celtics are no longer the Boston Celtics that they once were. It is now time to beat down on them. While they're down, we got to kick them, right? Don't let them back up. What do we say all the time during the games? If you got your foot on the neck of the opponent, don't let them back into the game. Now that the Celtics are down, kick them while they're down. Keep it going. Run right past them. They are no longer on your level. And I need this man right here to step up because he's coming off an okay game, right? I was in the middle of updating graphics just because we are now officially in the regular season. Every team has logged the game, I believe, at this point. Every team has at least one game under their belt. So I figured, all right, let's start updating the graphics. And then I realized it doesn't look great when you start putting up JV shooting 27% from the field and 11% from three-pointer. It doesn't feel right. So what I decided, OG Roo, what's up, OG Roo? Mark, George Jones, Karen, of course, Big Rud, appreciate y'all. Ricardo, what's up, Ricardo? Lionel Motors, my man, Keith Modeste, Justice's dad, of course. So what I decided is we will update the player graphics at the end of the week. During the weekend, either a Saturday or a Sunday, we will then update every team's player graphics. I will go in, update the graphics. But, so I stopped early. This will be like this for this, and for, I believe, Deuce McBride. But outside of that, everybody's graphics will still show the stats from last year until this weekend. At least we'll get 2 or 3 games under the Knicks belt. Maybe we'll skip this weekend, we'll do it next weekend, and we'll just keep it like that. Lionel Motors, Shot Collins, my man Shot Collins was popping. So let's get it started. Jalen Brunson, we know what to expect. What we don't know what to expect is how this team will play. We know one thing. Let's get this out of the way real quick. We know one thing. Deuce McBride is starting tonight. Deuce McBride is in the starting lineup, right? For whatever reason, Mike Brown has already told people Deuce McBride starting tonight. Makes sense going up against the Boston Celtics. It makes sense to play Karl-Anthony Towns at center, right? They don't have a rim pressure attacker outside of Jaylen Brown, who playing a little bit more off ball than you would think for the situation that the Celtics are in. But hey, having Karl-Anthony Towns spread a guy like Neemias Queta, who's going to get the start for the Boston Celtics here tonight, having the ability to spread him out the three-point line and get the rim protector out is likely to open up the floor for everybody. Karl-Anthony Towns and Josh Hart are both game-time decisions. They will warm up and make a decision on how they feel after the warm-up to see whether or not they're going to play tonight. So Josh Hart inching closer to playing is a good sign. Hopefully he's ready to go. I did see somebody earlier, was it Mark, who asked the question. Oh, it was just his dad. He said, why even have Cat play and save him for later in the season when he's 100%? I don't know. It's a great question. I'm with you. He got the opener out of the way. I get the pressure to play in the opener and wanted to do it for the fans, and I salute Karl-Anthony Towns for that, of course. But now that that's out of the way, maybe you could sit down, make sure you're rested and ready to go. Maybe he does do that. He is a game time decision. So when the announcement comes out, you guys can let me know if you see it. I'll keep an eye on it on the Twitter to see if any of the beat reporters announce the starting lineups. But until then, we will run through it the way we would normally run through it. Mitchell Robinson is definitely out, though. Shot callers, Jose NYC, my guys. Appreciate y'all. Like your jacket. Appreciate you, Lionel Monis. So we're going to start with Jalen Brunson. We know what to expect from JB. He's a superstar. He does his thing. The offense looks incredible for him. He's getting a lot more easy shots. Now, hopefully, he can actually start knocking down those three-point shots. He was 1 for 9 from three-point range, which led to his 11.8 percentage last night, or not last night, 2 nights ago, during the Cleveland Cavaliers on pretty decent open looks. Like, knock some of those down, brother. Knock some of those down. He knocked down his first one and then continued to miss the next 8. So I'm expecting Jalen Brunson's efficiency, as he usually starts slow. These last couple of years, he has started slow. I'm expecting Jalen Brunson to have a little bit of a bounce-back game tonight, but maybe not as explosive as usual. But I have been listening to some of the Boston Celtics podcasts after their game, and one sentiment coming out of Celtic fans is like, oh, this team's defense is going to really, really struggle because outside of Derek White, they have some large holes in their defense. And so if you move the ball around, you're going to end up with open shot after open shot. So expect the Knicks to fire away from three-point range this season, or this game specifically. Goal Deshwana, appreciate you. Had a tasty salad. Shout out to that tasty salad. Robin Schroeder, what's up, Robin? John Corley, what's up, John? We get over to Karl-Anthony Towns, who is a game-time decision tonight, but even if he does play, he will be limited. We will see a little bit closer to what, closer of a player to what we saw during the opener against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So don't want to waste too much time, not waste, but don't want to use too much time on Karl-Anthony Towns here because he may or may not even play, and even if he does play, he will be limited. But he is a key player here tonight because he is a center that can pull the Celtics big men, who are not stretch big men anymore. I mean, you have Tillman, who's going to shoot threes. Not sure he's going to make them at a high clip, but, you know, playing a lot of Neemias Queta tonight. They're going back to more of a traditional big man, losing Porzingis, losing Al Horford. OG Anunoby, who probably was the player of the game in that game 1 against Cleveland. He was phenomenal. He was all over the court, picking up steals on the help side, guarding opposing offensive players to the point where they were trying to just stash the guy he was guarding all deep into the corner and saying, just get him out of the defensive play, right? He did most of his damage as an off-ball defender, which is probably the best spot you could put a guy like OG Anunoby, a defensive player like OG Anunoby. John Corley said, I need a 20-point victory. I'm with you, John. Beat them down tonight. That's what I need. I need you to beat the Boston Celtics down. Now, OG Anunoby, not only was he phenomenal defensively, my man led the Knicks in scoring. I believe he had 24 points per game, 24 points the other night. Expect a big year for OG Anunoby with the new ball movement. A guy like Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges both attacking the paint and feeding OG Anunoby. He will be the recipient of a lot of kick-out drives by Bridges and by Brunson. MMA Showcase, what's up, MMA? Defense is going to be a huge deal tonight for the Boston Celtics because they're going to really struggle to guard the Knicks. We get to my guy, Mikal Bridges. I have been all over this all offseason. Ever since the firing of Tom Thibodeau and the hiring of Mike Brown, I have relentlessly talked about it. Many people have relentlessly talked about it. You guys have heard me say it a million times. This man is primed for a huge, huge season, probably in the running for the best season of his career this year. Now, the numbers may not reflect it because of the egalitarian style that Mike Brown has the team playing, but expect these percentages to finally go up. Now, they weren't even bad percentages. 50% from the field, 35.4% from three-point range, and 81.4% from the foul line is really good percentages. But the amount he had to work on, or the amount he had to work within the offense in order to generate these shots, Mike Brown's offense is allowing him a lot more freedom of movement and the ability to actually have the ball in his hands and create something, whereas before, Tom Thibodeau was really just putting the ball in Brunson's hands or Towns' hands, and everybody else had to play off of that. Mikal Bridges looks far more comfortable, even if it's just game 1. Let's see if it'll continue. I assume it will. Mitchell Robinson continues to be out, unfortunately. Rest up, Big Mitch. No rush. Get healthy. It's unfortunate we don't get to watch you play basketball, but get healthy. I need you for the playoffs. I don't necessarily need you for game 2 of 82 in the regular season. I'd like you for game 2 of the regular season, but I don't necessarily need it. So get healthy, get back. We need you out there. Can't wait to see him play this year. MBMK Hazy was popping, everybody. We got the Josh Hart, who we have not seen since the first preseason game, but who we may see tonight. So apparently Steph Bondi has reported that Josh Hart said he's going to give it a go tonight, but first has to test it out in warmups. It sounds like he's going to play. If Josh Hart is a game-time decision, it likely means he's going to play. He's that kind of player. He has that kind of toughness in him. I hope he's feeling good and ready to go and is not trying to push himself to play, right? I think what game 1 against Cleveland showed is that we can survive more than we could have last year with guys like Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart being down with injury. We have a lot more depth. We have a coach who will utilize that depth. So if you're ready to go, Josh Hart, let's do it. Roll the ball out. Let's hoop. If you're not 100%, sit your butt down and get 100%. We get to probably the second most impressive Knick of game 1 against Cleveland. Deuce McBride, Miles McBride. Yes, he's short at 6'1", but boy, oh boy, does he play big. 15 points per game, 6'4", 4 for 6 from three-point range the other night. Incredible utilization of Deuce McBride by the head coach, the way he deployed him the other night. Sending him out there in 3-guard lineup, sending him out there with the starters plus him to close out the game in the fourth quarter. And guess what? It paid dividends. Something the fan base, something I have, something you guys have all been calling for. Even if you don't use him as the starter, can you deploy Deuce McBride with the 4 other starters? It is one of the best lineups according to the lineup data in the NBA. You don't have to lean on it, but you need to utilize it. And I think Mike Brown in game 1 utilized it extremely well. Mark, with the starters announcements, we got Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, Mikal, OG, and Cat. Beautiful. Love to see it. Karl Anthony Towns playing. He was a game-time decision, so Karl Anthony Towns is playing. He's going to be extremely important tonight to pull the Boston big men out of the paint. I'm not sure if Neemias Queta is the guy who's going to be capable of guarding him, but Karl Anthony Towns is hampered, so hopefully he's ready to go. You know, if he was a game-time decision and he said he's ready to go, I assume he's going to be ready to go. The same way he was doubtful and still played through the injury against Cleveland. We get over to Gershon Yabusele, and this is where I stopped, right? Gershon Yabusele is the reason why I stopped updating the graphics. Because I went to update Gershon Yabusele's graphics, and he had zeros across the board. And I was not about to throw a bunch of zeros up here for my man Gershon Yabusele. So I was like, you know what? It doesn't make sense to do it after game 1. Let them get a couple of games under their belt. We'll update them next weekend, not this weekend, because tomorrow's already Saturday. We'll update them next weekend. We'll let every team get a couple of games under their belt. Then I'll go in, adjust the graphics, and then we'll go on from there on a weekly basis of updating the graphics. So for now, we're still going to showcase last season's stats for all of these guys to give a little bit of context as the kind of players they are, and specifically what they shoot from the floor, because this is probably the most important stats. This and the turnovers numbers are the most important counting stats I have up here. I mean, I have the very basic ones just so we can get a vibe of who these players are and talk about them a little bit. But we know what Gershon Yabusele was capable of last year. He did come into camp this year a little bit bigger than he was last year, so hopefully that was so he can play more power forward and center here for the Knicks. But he had zeros across the board. He racked up 1 rebound. He took 1 shot. It was a 3-point shot, 0 for 1 from the field. So I was not about to throw zeros across the board. Mark, also with the announcement, Josh Hart is active. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. I don't have to look it up myself. Thank you, Mark. Josh Hart is active, so we will get to see Josh Hart in this new offense for the first time since preseason game 1. So I'm excited for that. I'm happy. I can't wait. Very excited to see Josh Hart. He's going to change the dynamic of this team for sure. But we know what Yabusele is capable of, but he has clearly struggled to adapt to this offense and to this team. Everything he has said and everything he has posted on social media shows that he's very happy and grateful to be part of the Knicks organization. But we're going to need him to pick up his game. And, you know, it's early in the season. He's still figuring his way out. He'll get better as the year goes on. So my expectations for him will remain somewhat limited. We get over to Mr. Jordan Clarkson. And he was a mixed bag in game 1. He, like Gershon Yabusele, is still adjusting to life with the New York Knicks, life on a winning roster, right? Like Gershon Yabusele coming from the Philly disaster. Jordan Clarkson was coming from the Utah Jazz disaster last year. And where he averaged 16.2 points per game on very bad efficiency. We've talked about this ad nauseum, but just as a reminder, in case anybody hasn't heard it before, Jordan Clarkson, when the ball hits his hands, he's looking to shoot it. And I need Jordan Clarkson. That's important. I need him to do that because that's his best trait. But I need Jordan Clarkson, who is a combo guard and has been a combo guard throughout his career, to lean more into the point guard stuff this season than the shooting guard stuff because of the talent that we have around you, right? We don't need you to handle the ball for 10 seconds in the shot clock and then chuck up a contested shot because you don't have to do that. Move the ball, keep it moving. You'll end up with wide open shots. Your efficiency should be able to skyrocket this season. So I'm expecting Jordan Clarkson, same with Gershon Yabusele, as the season goes on, to find their role and their niche within the roster and have much more efficient, much better seasons this year. And we get over to the opponent. We get over to Jaylen Brown. Mr. Jaylen Brown coming off of a, kind of mixed first opening game from what I've heard. I did not get to watch the game. I did see the ending and some of the highlights. But Jaylen Brown, I believe, scored 25 points. 100% Sheffield Clarkson. Yeah. I'm with you guys. I'm with you guys with Clarkson. Right? You need the scoring from Clarkson because we need scoring off the bench, but we need you to lean a little bit more, like 60-40, right? Right now it's 60-40 shooting guard to point guard. I need 60-40 point guard to shooting guard. I need you when you're attacking the basket, like the other night in the second half, and he had the drop-off pass to Huck Porty. That's what I'm going to need from him tonight. Hit them drop-off passes because you will draw attention going to the basket because you are a scorer. Everybody knows you can get buckets. So going to the basket, hit the drop-off passes, hit the kickouts. Your teammates are waiting, ready to fire. Also, the assist numbers should go up for Jordan Clarkson because he is a good passer. I've seen the highlights. I've seen him deliver some amazing passes. Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel? We get to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown with Tatum out. Expect him to step up a little bit as the season goes on, although it doesn't seem like after the first game, again, don't want to overreact after just one game, but after the first game, did not grab the reins of the team the way some people may have thought. Last year, he shot 46.3% from the field, 32.4% from three-point range. Expect these numbers to either remain somewhat consistent or even possibly go down because of the gravity that will no longer be available with Jason Tatum being out. 22.2 points per game. Maybe expect some of the counting stats to go up, but overall, Jaylen Brown is Jaylen Brown. They should remain somewhat similar, but that may not be great for the Boston Celtics, who need him to maybe take a step up in terms of leadership and what he does on the court. Same with Derek White, who seems like he is primed to make his first All-Star team this year with no Jason Tatum. Derek White now moves up to the legit number 2 guy, and on some nights, even over Jaylen Brown, will be the number 1 guy, will be the guy with the ball in his hands, making decisions, organizing the offense, and playing point guard. 16.4 points last year, 4.5 rebounds, 4.8 assists. Expect all these counting stats to go up, and like Jaylen Brown, maybe possibly expect some of the field goal percentage stuff to drop. Same as Jaylen Brown, with the gravity now taken off the court that is Jason Tatum, it may be difficult for Derek White to get the open shots that he once did. Also, the gravity of like a Kristaps Porzingis, the smart play of an Al Horford and whatnot. The Celtics lost a lot, not just Tatum with the injury. They lost a lot. You get over to Peyton Pritchard, who is now the 3rd most important player on this Celtics team. Was once upon a time the 6th man of the year. Now in the starting lineup, and the 3rd go-to guy on this team. 6'1" out of Oregon. We know what Peyton Pritchard is capable of. And like the other two, expect the counting stats to go up for Peyton Pritchard, especially the scoring. But possibly expect the percentages to go down, especially this 3-point percentage, because when playing alongside Tatum, Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday, and Porzingis, he is the last guy defenses were worried about for large swaths of the season because those other guys are so impactful that he would be able to garner favorable matchups and open looks because of it. Mark said, I'm excited to see Josh Hart rotations, how many minutes he gets tonight. How many minutes does Josh Hart get tonight in his first game back? Around 20, unless he is looks exactly like I expect Josh Hart to look. But because of the back thing, I don't want to push him too much in game 1 of his return. So I'd say around 20. And if he's playing well, maybe 25, just as a starter to the year. I'm expecting him 25 to 30 when fully healthy and ready to go. We get over to Anthony Simons, the big acquisition in the offseason. He was really the only guy they were able to acquire when moving around their pieces. They didn't get anything for Horford. They got Anthony Simons in the Drew Holiday trade, and they didn't get anything for Porzingis, really. So Anthony Simons coming over from a Portland Trailblazers team that really needed him to handle the ball. Celtics don't really need that from him. It's nice. He will do it because that is a skill he has. But 19.3 points per game last year. Expect these numbers to go down as he's now coming off the bench. And because of his lack of defensive ability, Joe Mazzulla may not be in super favor of playing him a lot of minutes. Joe Mazzulla obviously very much values defense. But he does also value three-point shooting, and that is something that Anthony Simons does bring. He can be a flamethrower, especially now coming off the bench, going up against other bench units. Simons can get hot from three. He was the understudy to Damian Lillard for the better part of his early career before Damian Lillard ended up leaving. Now, Damian Lillard returns and Anthony Simons is out, but Anthony Simons did learn a lot from Damian Lillard, and he will let that three-point shot fly, which is obviously something that the Boston Celtics coaching staff really implores. Sam Hauser, 3-and-D guy. You would think he's not as good of a defender just because of the way he looks, 6'7", kind of an unathletic wing, and yet slides his feet pretty well. Really smart defender in very good position. We know what his value is to a team. 3-point shooting, 41.6% from last year. Don't let him get open because if he gets hot, next thing you know, he's knocking down contested shots. It does not matter what level of defense you start playing on him at that point. Shaq Collis said, how do you like the coaching of Brown for the first game? I thought it was excellent. No notes. Actually, there was one note. I thought start of the third quarter, he held some of the starters in a little bit too long, right? I thought that was the only mishap that I noticed in the first game where I was like, these guys look like they're playing a little tired right now. Let's pull them out, right? I thought, but he called the timeout almost right away as soon as I noticed it. And I was like, okay, so he's about a minute to maybe minute and a half of game time behind of making that decision. He should have been more proactive. Instead, he was reactive to it. But it wasn't detrimental to the team. We got the Chris Boucher, who was one of their offseason acquisitions, kind of just sort of finding an archetypical replacement for Kristaps Porzingis or an Al Horford. He could be a little bit of a rim protector with his height and his length, but can also shoot the three, shot it at 36.3% from three-point range. He's obviously not even close to the level of those two guys, but he provides them that archetypical big man that they could have out there at the small forward or during some stretches, center. You don't really want to play him at center because he's not a very good rebounder, only 4.5 for Chris Boucher last year with the Raptors. But he can provide that archetypical big man where he can protect the rim a little bit, but also, more importantly, step out and shoot the three. And we get the Neemias Queta, who will be the starting big man tonight for the Boston Celtics, unless I'm missing something. Hopefully they announce the starting lineups at some point here during the pregame here on the inaugural episode of the NBA on Amazon Prime here. Obviously, I'm not sponsored. I don't know why I'm shouting them out, but I'm just letting y'all know. Yvette, what's up, Yvette? Doug Fresh, what's up, Doug? So Neemias Queta will get the start tonight for the Celtics. He is a classic rim runner, which is part of the reason why, and very smartly, right? Not beholden to just one play style, not beholden to just one idea and one lineup. David Hodge Jr., what's up, David? Mike Brown, who against Cleveland started Ariel Hug-Porty because the Cavs have a double big lineup. And tonight against the Boston Celtics is saying, no, I'm going to start Deuce McBride. You guys are going to start Neemias Queta? Okay, Karl-Anthony Towns, stretch him out to the three-point line, open up the floor for Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, and we'll attack all night long, inserting Deuce McBride into the starting lineup. Beautiful, beautiful decision from my man Mike Brown. He literally has done no wrong. He will eventually do wrong, and we will eventually complain about Mike Brown. But for now, my man is walking on water. Monique Johnson, what's up, Monique? And that's going to wrap up our pregame. We got it done right on time. We're about to hit 7:30. Obviously, we know we got about 10 minutes before game time. So what we can do here, is we can actually go over some box scores. We can go over some box scores. I was keeping an eye on Toronto taking on Milwaukee, but that's not as important right now. What I do want to look at, the Boston Celtics game one, we will go through their box score. We know what the Knicks did. We did the Knicks game. So let's take a look. They lost to the Philadelphia 76ers where they allowed VJ Edgecombe to go off for a ridiculous 35-point outing, as well as TJ Maxey going off for 40. But obviously, we are more interested right now in what the Boston Celtics did. So this was their starting lineup the other night. Let's make it a little bit bigger so we can read it easier. Here we go. So the starting lineup for the Boston Celtics was Sam Hauser, Queta, White, Brown, and Pritchard. Pritchard struggled with his efficiency, like we talked about in the pregame and like we talked about all preseason. Expect the efficiency to come down. Pritchard 1 for 7 from 3-point range. It's very different when you have to create your own 3-point shots and not have to not have a wide open catch and shoot jumpers all night long. Jaylen Brown 25 points, like I thought. 2 for 4 from 3-point range, 9 for 18 from the field, still 50% from the field. Got to the foul line some. Very regular Jaylen Brown game. 6 boards, 4 assists. You get to Derek White. Derek White, 25 points last night. Expect this man to be over 20 and get a ton of all-star considerations this season. 4 for 13 from 3-point range. He is going to let it fly, but a lot of them obviously are going to have to be self-created if Jaylen Brown is not going to create them for him. Because those are really the only two self-creators this team has at this point. I mean, Anthony Simons a little bit, but not entirely sure that that he will be the level of creator that Derek White needs. But Neemias Queta, 7 for 8. He's your classic rim runner. He's either laying it up or dunking the ball. Right? He had 17 points the other night, 8 rebounds. An excellent start to the season for him. He did foul out. He is the kind of guy who you can get into foul trouble. He played 25 minutes because of that foul trouble. Obviously, as your starting center, you want a little bit more out of him. And because of that, they were forced to play Tillman and Boucher a lot. They even had to go to Luka Garza at some point for 6 minutes. He didn't give them anything. But Boucher, 0 for 2 from the 3-point range, 2 for 4 from the field. He had 6 points, 4 boards in his Celtics debut. Tillman, 4 points, 0 for 3 from 3-point range. These guys have been given the green light. They're going to let it fly. Right? They're definitely going to launch a bunch of threes to see how far they can go. David Ross Jr. said, what's the starting lineup? The starting lineup is Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns tonight. Josh Hart is also available to play for the first time since the first preseason game, so that will be exciting. Anthony Simons did play a lot, 32 minutes for him, 5 for 10 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3-point range for 13 points. So not a ton of production out of him. Also only 1 assist. Not, like I said, not the creator I think the Celtics really need. He can handle the ball, but not necessarily the creator you need. Anunoby and Towns are playing. Mike Brown is going. McBride in the starting lineup. Josh Hart is playing tonight. Mitchell Robinson is out tonight. Okay, just reading the reporting that has come out for the games. Daniel Tison said, I don't have Prime. I mean, we've talked about it endlessly here in the preseason. You need a million streaming services just to watch your NBA game. Christopher Baskerville, what's up, Chris? So these are the Celtics box scores from the previous game. We go over to the Knicks. Okay. Okay. I guess I got to do this. If we go over to the Knicks box scores against Cleveland, we've gone over them. We did the game live, so we're not going to be surprised about what we see from the box score here. But we can hypothesize who Mike Brown will be going with off the bench tonight for the New York Knicks. He played, surprisingly, to some of us, he did play 11 players. Obviously, the starting 5 with Huck Porty. Tonight, Deuce McBride in the starting lineup. But also off the bench, you got Trey Jemison, you got Yabusele, Clarkson, obviously. Shaman got 14 minutes. McBride got 16. Tyler Kolek got 14 minutes. Hold on. I also, it's going to be interesting to see if we get Shaman out, Tyler Kolek again. I think what Mike Brown is doing right now is he's saying, all right, who do I want? Is Tyler Kolek going to win these backup guard minutes, or is Jordan Clarkson going to win these backup guard minutes? Clarkson was 2 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3-point range. Did some good, did a lot of bad. Bad probably outweighed the good overall for Jordan Clarkson, but he did figure it out in the second half. So, I have high hopes for Jordan Clarkson, but I will call out when he's playing poorly because it is important. It is important. OG Roo said, great bench. I mean, the bench came alive for them, especially Deuce McBride off the bench. With Deuce McBride in the starting lineup, who will come off the bench to get buckets? Will it be Jordan Clarkson? Right? Is tonight the night where Jordan Clarkson is the matchup, is the guy off the bench where it's like, you got to go get us some buckets? Can Gershon Yabusele, who only played 12 minutes in his Knicks debut, only took 2 shots. One of them was a 3. He missed it. And again, part of the reason why I stopped doing the updates on the graphics was this stat line right here, 0s across the board and only 1 rebound. And I was like, okay, let me chill on that. Can Yabusele actually give us something tonight? Again, like Karl-Anthony Towns, he will be very important as a bench big coming into the game, whether it's power forward or center, obviously likely power forward. but it will be very important for Yabusele to stretch the floor out for everybody else and actually knock down some shots tonight. I'm very excited for Yabusele's season, but he has struggled in preseason and struggled in the first game. So it's going to take some time for him to acclimate to the team and get there. The only two guys who didn't play was Mo Diawara, the second-round pick, who signed his contract right before the season started, and Pacom Davier, who, you know, we had some interesting conversations about with the whole reporting of the Knicks looking to possibly trade him in order to open up a roster spot for Malcolm Brogdon. He was the only guy who didn't really get to play at all in that first game against Cleveland. I do expect Mike Brown at some point to throw him out there against some lesser competition like Cleveland, Boston, Miami's coming up, games like that. I don't expect him to experiment too much, right? But then again, the Tyler Kolek thing did surprise me. But, you know, obviously we're not there at practice, so can't tell whether or not Tyler Kolek is really killing it in practice or not. Obviously, he earned the trust so much, though, of Mike Brown that he played more minutes than Jordan Clarkson in the first game. Just barely. But still, 14 minutes for him, 14 minutes for Shamet. The bench execution last night was fantastic. Also, if we look at the minutes, the only guy who played like extensive minutes was OG Anunoby at 38. And OG Anunoby is such a special basketball player overall that he is always amongst the leaders in minutes in the NBA, even going back to his time with the Raptors, just because you got to have OG Anunoby out there. He just does way too many things for a basketball team to not have him out there. Perfectus, what's up, Perfectus? Even if you have Prime, they only have it on ESPN and something, it's Peacock. But even there are some games you need a subscription for. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it so far, how ridiculous the subscription stuff has gone for the NBA with the new TV deals. But you need a way to watch ESPN. So whether you have live TV, a live TV service, like I have YouTube TV, just to watch live games and whatnot. So you need an ESPN subscription service. You need Peacock, you need Prime, NBA League Pass, and there's one. For me, for Knicks games, I need the Gotham Sports app. So it's ridiculous. I need 5 streaming services in order to watch the NBA season this year in full. Darlene Bryan, what's up, Darlene? Perfectus said, back for part 2. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loved having you on the other night. Last night, I should say. Last night. Mark said, so far I haven't had to use my League Pass subscription. Knicks are nationally televised a lot this season. Yeah. I believe they're tied for the most nationally televised games this year. I believe they're tied with the Warriors. I think they're tied with the Warriors for the most. Chris said, I missed the starting 5. Who's out? So for these Knicks, I could look up who the Celtics are starting right now. But for the Knicks, we're starting Jalen Brunson. Deuce McBride is in the starting lineup. Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. Caps lock is on. Who are the Celtics starting? Who are the Celtics starting? Celtics starting lineup? Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, and Neemias Queta. The same starting lineup that they had the other night against 76ers. Perfectus said the Warriors locked in yesterday. I was impressed. Yeah, me too. I'm very high in Denver this year. Denver is my pick to make it back to the NBA Finals this season. And even with a 50-point explosion from Aaron Gordon, the Golden State Warriors were able to take all those haymakers, all those hits, and still find a way to pull that game out. Very impressive performance from the Warriors. I've been sleeping on the Warriors. I have been. I'm not going to lie. I've been sleeping on the Warriors for sure. They impressed me. I'm no longer sleeping on them. They are for sure. They are the real deal. Especially if Kuminga is going to play the way he's playing. Can I get to the box scores? Thank you, ESPN. Jeez. Isaiah Gardner, what's up, Isaiah? AP, what's up, AP? Our resident negative Nancy, my man AP. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always got to balance out the negativity with the positivity when my man's AP in the chat. Mark said, Mark put the alerts up. AP wish the Knicks luck. You already know. This is the only other game on. I mean, the Hawks Magic already tipped off. That's an interesting game. Porzingis is already missing a game for the Hawks, by the way. He's out with an illness. I don't know what illness my man has, but it might be the end of his NBA career. It's going to lead to it. Just that's it. Steph and Jimmy are a couple of all-stars. Yes, they are. Panama Ray, what's up, Panama? Daniel Tilson, my man. Warriors aren't going anywhere. They're too old. I mean, it is a grind to make it through the regular season. We'll see how they make it out, but Game 1 was very impressive. Giannis is already 6 for 10 from the free throw line, 16 points going into halftime. An SGA-esque performance. The Raptors, very impressive start to the year. Had the dominant victory against Atlanta. Now taking it to Milwaukee here, playing them even, going into halftime. Ingram's playing well. RJ's playing well. Even Scotty Barnes is playing well. Quickly, 3 for 9. The efficiency still isn't there for Emmanuel Quickly. He's got 7 points. But, like, the core four doing their thing. I was very hesitant about this core four. We did a couple of Toronto Raptors preseason games, and y'all heard my worries about the Toronto Raptors, but here they are hooping. Here they are hooping. Also, I got to fix my lights. I don't like how the edges are looking. I don't like how my edges are looking. The lighting. Got to fix the lighting. Joshua, what's up, Josh? Let's go New York. Prove to them they were the greatest city and team. I got my Carmelo Anthony jersey on when he was a Knick. Beautiful. Beautiful, Josh. We're in for a good night tonight. Ernest Cash, what's up, Ernest? We're in for a good night tonight. All right, here we go. Getting ready for the tip-off, y'all. Let's set ourselves up. Mark said Tingus Pingus has those symptoms a lot, even during the playoff runs. Yeah. Michael Rogers, what's up, Michael? Here we go. Same starting lineup for the Celtics of Richard Brown, Derek White, Sam Hauser, Neemias Queta. The Knicks have a different lineup than they did on opening night. Josh Hart is also available tonight, but we are starting Brunson, McBride, Anunoby, Bridges, and Towns. The starting lineup that everybody was calling for last year. We got it going tonight, y'all. Roger LeVert, what's up, Raj? Let's make it 2 in a row on our way to 60 wins. You already know. Let's do it. On our way. I'm saying 55 plus. Right? I'm a little conservative for me, right? A little conservative. 55 plus for the Knicks. Hazy said, who is Tingus Pingus? Hey, man, that's like the only positive thing my man has done. My man AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP, man. Thank you. Said, good like to us. Hit those thumbs up. Appreciate you, AP. Remind people to thumbs up button. Even spending money to remind people to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, AP. Very generous of you, my man. Let's do it. Off of the tip. The Deuce McBride start has me ready to go. Queta versus Towns for the tip. Queta wins the tip. Towns couldn't really jump there. Didn't get a good jump off. And we're off. White gets it over to Brown. Brown being guarded by Anunoby. Driving to his left on OG. Spins. Up top to Pritchard being guarded by McBride. Coming to his right. Pulls it back out. Gets it out to Hauser. Hauser straightaway 3. Wide open. Knocks it down. Not a good start. We talked about how maybe don't let Sam Hauser get open looks from 3. Here comes Bridges, bringing it down against Neemias Queta. Interesting matchup as Towns blows right past him in the lane. Offensive foul card Anthony Towns. I don't know if I agree with them. That might be a block, but Derek White steps in, draws the charge. It's very close. Let me see the replay on it. I know I've never missed a block charge call. I get it right every single time. They're not going to show us the replay on it. Here comes Pritchard, hands it off to White. White has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Get it over to Brown. Brown being guarded by Anunoby. It's going to be a long night for Brown if he tries to go one-on-one with Anunoby the way he did in that first possession. Get it over to Pritchard, coming to his left. Spain pick and roll. Queta catches it down low, gets fouled, and 1 for Neemias Queta and the Knicks. Not off to the greatest start here. Kenny McLeod, what's up, Kenny? Mark said Amazon scoreboard frozen. Great start for them. I don't like their score bug just because they don't. Why did they put the Knicks color in gray? Right? They got the Celtics green on the left, but then they got Knicks gray on the right. Why are the Knicks gray? They have two primary colors. They have blue and orange. Incredible color scheme. Two very complementary colors. I give 2 points to the Knicks by accident. McBride on the right wing, driving it down. Takes it over to Towns. Towns steps behind the three-point line for a three. Splashes it, nothing but net. Karl-Anthony Towns getting us started the right way. There you go. Finally got one to go for the Knicks offense. Pritchard over to Hauser. Hauser blowing past the defense. Brunson knocks it loose. Bridges picks it up, hands it off to McBride. McBride pushing it the other way. You know we want to play a little bit faster than we did last year. Oh, McBride. Beautiful bounce pass to Mikal Bridges, cutting to the rim for the easy layup. And now we're moving and grooving. We're into it. Pritchard attacking to his right, pulling it back out up top to Queta. Queta trying to hand it off to somebody. No, he spins off of Towns, but they call Queta with the offensive foul, using the offhand to discard of Karl-Anthony Towns. Smacked him in the face. Show me the replay? They're not going to show me the replay. Amazon Prime's replay game has been terrible so far. There we go. We finally get to see the play. Mark said, yeah, poor color choice. I just don't like it. It doesn't even make sense. The Knicks don't have gray in their color scheme. They have white. I guess that's what they're trying to show, but terrible, terrible, terrible. They got to get me on making the scoreboards for them. Brunson, half spin, driving it down in the lane, high floater, way off. Towns the offensive rebound in the lane, gets blocked, trying to grab it. You got to kick that back out, Towns. I know you're looking for the foul. Here comes Hauser bringing it the other way. Hauser, cross-court pass to Brown, catches, left wing, hesitates, driving it down into the rim, loses the handle, out of bounds. Ball going back to the Knicks. Sloppy start for the Celtics after the first made three. Sloppy start. Isaiah Garner said, why are the Knicks on Prime? GG said, why is Deuce starting? Because that's my guy. Look at him blowing past Derek White. Kicks it out to Brunson. Up top to Bridges. Bridges driving it down against Pritchard. Spins to his right. Stops. Picks up his handle. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Tried to hit the extra pass over to McBride. Wide open in the left corner, but kicked out of bounds by Derek White. Ooh, Derek White got that leg up there and saved the wide open three from my man Deuce. Joe, my man Relic of the Stole. What's up, Joe? Buzzer Beater said that cut on the basket by Bridges would not have happened under the Timbs. Well, it wouldn't have happened because Deuce McBride wouldn't have been starting, so Bridges wouldn't have. Bridges off the inbound, pull-up three, can't get it to go as the Celtics fell asleep on defense, gave him the wide-open look. Unfortunately, he couldn't make him pay. Pritchard bringing it down, sidestep, gets it over to Queta. Queta, back to Pritchard. Pritchard driving to his right, along the baseline, leans in, pump fake, goes up, gets blocked by Towns. Excellent. Excellent defense by Deuce McBride there, and Towns coming over on the help side. Brunson, jab step, driving it down in the lane, takes some contact, flips it up, gets it to go down. Where's my foul call? He doesn't get it. Doesn't matter. I'm going to knock it down anyway. 7-6, 9-10 to go here in the first quarter. Jaylen Brown up top, hesitation, crosses over on Anunoby to the rim, lefty layup, got it to go. And they give Jaylen Brown the foul call there. What's my foul call on the other end, ref? Come on, man. Jaylen Brown going to the foul line for one more free throw after the made basket. Beautiful crossover on Anunoby. You don't see that too often. Kiana Bryant, what's up, Kiana? Jaylen Brown's at the foul line for one more. A back and forth affair so far, 8-7. Misses the free throw. Love miss free throws from our opponent. Absolutely adore him. Brunson bringing it down against Pritchard. Has it on the left wing. Backing him down. Backing him down. Faces up. Spins to his left. Going under the basket. Spins again. Under the basket. Flips it up. Can't get it to go. McBride can't get the tip to go. Here come the Celtics. A complete one-on-one play from Brunson there. Haven't seen too many of those. But he saw the matchup he liked against Pritchard and went one-on-one. White gets it over to Queta. Queta hands it off to White. White going along the baseline. Throws up the floater. Gets it to go. Beautiful play from the Celtics there. Knicks got to get into their offense. I know you like the matchup, JB, but get into your offense. There you go. They get it out to Bridges. Quickly attacking Queta in the paint. Kicks it out. McBride, wide open left corner three. Line me up. In and out. Can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. And a foul on the Knicks. Fighting for the rebound. Don't love that. Don't love that. Gigi said, imagine rushing home to tune into the game. Found out it's on the bootleg channel Prime. Now I have to log into it. Unfortunately, it is on Prime. Unfortunately. I don't even have the game cast up for y'all. Y'all didn't even say nothing. Y'all didn't even say nothing. Let me hook y'all up real quick. Queta has it up top off the inbound. Hands it off to Pritchard. Pritchard coming to his right. McBride chasing him. They get it over to Brown. Brown fires the left wing three over Anunoby. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Cross court to Bridges. Bridges in transition to right wing three. In and out. Halfway down. Can't get it to stay. Anunoby with the offensive rebound though. Anunoby coming off a career game from rebounding especially. Towns has it. Back to Brunson. Brunson on the left wing. Hands it off to Anunoby. He's going to fire left wing three. He's clearly feeling it. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound. McBride sneaks in and steals it. McBride on the left in the left corner. Gets it inside the Towns. Being guarded by Pritchard, and Pritchard just grabs him and pulls him. Foul on Pritchard. See Tyler, my man. See Tyler. What's popping, my guy? Mark said jumper's not falling. They'll eventually fall down. Landry Shamet coming into the game for Mikal Bridges, the first sub in off the bench. Speaking of jumpers not falling, I think Mike Brown noticed it. Inbound to Landry Shamet, one dribble three. Can't get it to go. 6 missed shots in a row for the Knicks. Pritchard bringing it down the other way. They get it over to Brown. Brown being guarded by Brunson. Brown's going to go right to work. He likes the matchup. One-on-one. Leans in. Foul line, fall-away jumper. Gets it to go. Here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way. Coming to his right. Quick crossover to his left, rejecting the screen. Down the lane. Throws up the floater. Can't get it to go. The Knicks 7 straight missed shots. Pritchard bringing it down the left wing. Being guarded by McBride. They get it over to Brown being guarded by Shamet. Going to work. Puts up the floater. Well short. Airballed it. They kick it out to Pritchard on the offensive rebound. Pritchard driving it down. Mid-range. Cross-court to White. Catches. Fires over Brunson. Well short. Shamet with the rebound. Some ugly basketball from both sides here to start the game. Shamet gets it over to Towns. Towns a deep straightaway three. The only guy who's hit a jumper in and out halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. And now here comes Derek White bringing it down the other way. Driving right into Brunson, putting his head down, attacking. Pump fake. Got nowhere to go. Leaves it off for Quaida as the trailer. Excellent dump-off pass and great hustle for Neemias Quaida. Brunson got to get right in front of Quaida, knowing that Towns has Derek White tied up. Brunson up top, being guarded by Brown. Hands it off to McBride. McBride up top to Anunoby. Over to Towns. Towns, left wing. Hits Anunoby, cutting to the rim. Quaida comes over to help. Back out to Towns. Open three. Another one. Line me up. Karl Anthony Towns. There you go. 6 points for Big Towns. The only guy who can knock down the three tonight so far. Quaida up top. Gets it over to Pritchard. He's going to line up a three on the right wing. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Shamet skying for a rebound. Here comes Brunson. Brunson over to Shamet. Shamet quickly attacking the baseline. Lost the handle. Picks it back up. Gets it out to Towns. He's going to step behind the line. He's going to pump fake. Now driving in on Quaida. Euro step down the lane. Gets blocked from behind by Hauser. Trying to do too much there from Towns. Brown crossing over to his left. Driving it down against Shamet. Kicks it out to nobody. McBride picks it off, and now we're pushing it the other way. You know we want to run. McBride has it up top. Over to Towns. Has the trailer. He's going to fire. He's feeling it. And one. Karl Anthony Towns. He's getting fouled yet again from three-point range. I almost said his second 4-point play of the season, but he did not hit it before, but he did get fouled on a three-point shot. He is going to the foul line for one more, and he is feeling from three-point range. That's his third three already tonight. Line me up from three. Joe said, playing a little cold, no worries, we'll get hot when it's time. You already know, Joe, you already know. They're getting great looks. We're letting the Celtics off the hook early. The jump shot's not falling. Bernard Johnson, my man Bernard Johnson. Let's go, Nick. Chevy, how are you? I'm good, Bernard. How are you doing tonight? The dog catcher. What's up, dog catcher? Deuce with the dish. Hey, man, you throw Deuce McBride out there in the starting lineup. He's going to make things happen. We are past the halfway point here in the first quarter. 5:30 to go here in the first. 8-0 run. Yes, sir. 8-0 runs. We had a couple of 8, 10, 12-point runs against the Cavs on opening night. I want to open up the box scores, have them ready. Got some good games going on tonight. Hold on, we got Rockets Pistons 2 later tonight. Okay, Spurs Pelicans, Zion versus Wemby. The Wemby experience continues. Wizards Mavs. Cooper Flag gets an actual easy game. Timberwolves Lakers later tonight. You get Anthony Edwards versus Luka Doncic. Okay, I see the opening schedule giving us some gems to start. And then I don't really care about these late games. But we want to open up the Knicks box score. Knicks Celtics box score just to have that handy dandy. Towns already up to 9. 3 threes. Open. But overall, he's the only Knick to hit a three. We are 3 for 9 from three-point range. 5 for 17 from the floor overall. Something to keep an eye on. Something to keep an eye on. We've already taken 6 more shots than the Celtics, by the way. The dog catcher said Chauncey's poker night was canceled. Yeah, the FBI went in there and they were like, gotta end it. Ronnie Morales, what's up, Ronnie? Isaiah Gardner said, I hope Deuce is going to be the main starter for the Knicks until Mitch comes back. I don't know if he's going to be the main starter. I think it's going to be on a game-to-game basis. I think it's going to be a game-to-game basis. Right? Like, it made more sense to start Hug Porty against the Cavs because the Cavs have the large front line with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. So it made more sense to go with Hug Porty. And tonight, it makes more sense to have Towns start at the 5, Deuce McBride as the other starter, to spread the Celtics out as far as possible because they have Neemias Queta down there and they don't have a traditional stretch big. Makes more sense. Makes more sense. I think it's going to be a game-to-game basis. Because that's in McHale in foul trouble. Isn't like him. McHale's in foul trouble. Is that why he's up that early? I did not even notice. I didn't even notice. Did not even notice. So Towns is at the foul line for 1 free throw. Bunch of substitutions for the Celtics here. They come out with Baylor Shireman, Anthony Simons, Hugo Gonzalez, Xavier Tillman, and Chris Boucher. A full 5-man substitution, platoon swap for the Celtics. Brunson almost got a steal, but he was out of bounds when he touched the ball, so the ball is going to go back to the Celtics here. Towns missed the free throw. We got to knock down our free throws, Big Towns. Josh Hart has hit the floor, y'all. Josh Hart has hit the floor, making his season debut. Missed the opener, but he's active tonight. He's on the court. We're out there with Deuce McBride, Gershon Yabusele, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and Landry Shamet. Yabusele playing the 5 tonight. Tillman hands it off to Simons. Simons driving to his right, pulls it back out. McBride guarding him. Coming to his left off the Tillman screen. Over to Boucher. Boucher being guarded by Hart. Hart moving well. Boucher's got to chuck it up with the shot clock winding down. Can't get it to go. Tillman with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to an open Simons. Too strong, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Shamet rips it away and saves it out to Josh Hart somehow. Josh Hart, shot out of a cannon, doing Josh Hart things. Driving it down. Shoves it over to McBride. McBride has it on the left wing. Being guarded by Tillman. Yeah, dance with it. Nope, gets it over to Yabusele. Back to McBride. Jab step, behind the back, crossover to his right, down the lane, out to Brunson, extra pass to Shamet, but knocked out of bounds by Simons. The ball movement has been excellent. 4.8 on the shot clock, so the Knicks got to work quickly here. Ronnie said, aside from this game, Obi cashed me big with his 20 points last night. It was clutch. It was clutch. It was like the last basket of the game, wasn't it? Brunson has it up top, driving it down against Tillman. Down the lane, kicks it out. Yabusele, a right corner 3. The buzzer gets blocked by Boucher, and it's a shot clock violation. Side out of bounds for the Celtics. 4:30 to go in the first. Simons bringing it down. McBride's going to pick him up. Simons coming to his right. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez being guarded by Brunson. Has it up top. Coming to his left, coming to his right off some screens, driving it down, scoops it up with the left hand, gets it to go. Yabusele, not much of a rim protector. He was there, but didn't deter Gonzalez from finishing with the left hand there at all. Brunson over to McBride. McBride up top being guarded by Simons. Swings through to his left off the Yabusele screen. Steps back for a 3. Tillman a little late to get out there. McBride can't make him pay as he misses it. Gonzalez with the rebound, shot out of a cannon, bringing it down the left side of the court. Swings it over to Simons. Simons blows past Yabusele, pulls it back out. Mid-range pull-up jumper over him. Splashes it nothing but net. And the Celtics getting into the bag right now. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson being guarded by Gonzalez. Over to Josh Hart. He's going to attack Boucher. Spins off of him. Pump fake, leans in. Gets blocked by Boucher. Josh Hart saves it. Over to Yabu. Yabusele up top. Back to Josh Hart. Josh Hart coming to his left. Swings it out to Brunson. Brunson down the lane. Off glass, can't get it to go, but a foul on Gonzalez is going to send Brunson to the foul line for 2 free throws. And the Knicks offense, a little slow right now. A slower paced, not paced, but a slower offense right now. The Knicks not getting any dribble drive right now. I would like to see Jordan Clarkson in the game. Where's my man Jordan Clarkson? Tonight might be the night for a Jordan Clarkson night. I need some dribble driving down there. I need some dribble driving here in the game. Mark said sub in OG. I'm not loving Yabusele at the starting five. Or not starting five, jeez. I'm not loving Yabusele at the five. But Mike Brown did say he's going to experiment with some lineups, see what works, see what doesn't work. You know, sometimes a certain lineup can surprise you in its effectiveness. Anunoby does sub in here. He comes in for McBride. The Knicks get much bigger here. Brunson knocks down both free throws. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, JB. Simons has it up top. Coming to his left off the Tillman screen. High screen. They show two. Now over to Tillman. Back to Simons with Yabusele on him. Simons dancing with it. Good job from Yabusele to slide his feet. Gets it out to Boucher. Pump fakes. One dribble to his left. Tosses up a three. Airballs it. And it's going to go out of bounds. Ball back to the Knicks. Excellent defense there. Especially tip your cap off to Gershon Yabusele switching out to, what's his name? Anthony Simons out there and sliding his feet. Josh Hart bringing it down. Josh Hart up top. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Gonzalez, the rookie. Coming to his right off the Yabusele screen. A pull-up three for Brunson. Can't get it to go. Outside of Karl-Anthony Towns, the Knicks have really struggled to shoot from three-point range so far tonight. They get it over to Gonzalez in the corner. Jab step back three over Brunson. Airballs it. Tillman with the offensive rebound and throws it up and in. Ball went right to him on the airball. Some serendipity for them. Home run pass from Josh Hart into Shamit. They swing it around. Josh Hart, left wing three, no hesitation. Okay, Josh, too strong, can't get it to go. Yabusele knocks the rebound right to Tillman, and here comes Simons pushing it the other way. Simons on the left wing, dancing with it up top to Gonzalez. Sprays it over to Shireman. Shireman being guarded by Yabu. Shireman blows right past him, kicks it out to Boucher, standing out with the three-point line all by himself. Josh Hart knocks the rebound over to Anunoby. We're pushing it the other way. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson driving it down. Euro steps past the defense. They swing it out. Shamit a left wing three. Line me up. Shamit gets one to go down. Finally, a three outside of Towns. Went down through the net. Mark said, cold shooting outside of Cat. Yeah, I mean, and they're all pretty decent looks. You know, aside from like one or two heaves at the end of the shot clock, they're all pretty decent looks. Gotta knock these shots down. We'll get them to go down as the game goes on. I'm pretty confident about that. Lionel Mona said, don't let this be a trap game. I think they're going to be all right. MBM said, energy is needed. OG, let's go. Yeah. When you need to tick up the intensity of the game, throw Anunoby back in the game. Slim Slam, a shame in the mix. Yes, sir. Shame it kind of sliding right into exactly what Mike Brown needs right now. If only we had him on the team last year, we could have utilized him off the bench a little bit more, no? No, right, guys? If only we had him on the team last year. That was a guy we could have used off the bench, wasn't it? Oh, man. Mark said Boston's hockey line change was interesting. It was interesting. I didn't hate it. It clearly gave them a boost in energy and effort. You know, usually when a coach does that, a full platoon shift like that, a full hockey lineup shift like that, it usually sends a message to the team like, okay, I didn't like the energy you guys were playing with. Everybody off the court, brand new 5 guys on the court, right? So it usually sends a message to the team, and the 5 guys coming onto the court play incredibly hard. That's very early in the game that Missoula has done that, so we'll see. Mark said, give me Huck. Oh, that's true. No Huck Porty yet. No Huck Porty. Interesting. Ronnie said, how long is Tatum out? Likely the full year, although there are rumblings that he might be able to come back. But I'm just going to lean on the side that he's done for the season. Because if he does come back, it might be the final 10, 15 games or so, if that. Right? Think March. We got 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We're exactly 2 minutes to go. Sitting at the 2-minute warning. This is a Celtics full timeout. Want to talk a couple things over after the Knicks finally knocked it down a 3. I mean, my goodness. Finally. So Shamet and Towns are the only ones to hit a three tonight. Towns with 3-3. Shamet finally hit the one, forced the timeout from Missoula. Real quick, I do want to look at the box score just to see the foul situation because I didn't realize Bridges picked up the 2 fouls. Bridges is not a guy who's ever really in foul trouble. He does a really good job of using his length instead of his body, which allows him to avoid fouling. But he picked up 2 fouls early, only played the first 4 minutes. Brunson's 1 for 5 from the field, continues to miss fire. He tends to start slow, a little too slow. Brunson's coming back out. He has not subbed out of the game. The only player to play the full 10 minutes. Also, McBride. McBride's also has not subbed out of the game yet. Oh, no, he did. He did. He subbed out for Anunoby. So here we go. We're back in. Same lineup in for the Knicks of Shamet, Brunson. Towns is in now for Yabusele, Josh Hart, Anunoby, and Brunson. Brown is in, along with Tillman, Simons, Boucher, and Gonzalez here. Tillman has it up top, hands it off to Simons, being chased by Shamet. Back to Tillman. He's going to fire a left wing 3, and he rattles it in. Of course. Couldn't hit a 3 the other night, but he rattles that one in against the Knicks here. And full court press here from the Celtics. You're going to see a lot of full court press from NBA teams this year. Brunson immediately beats the press. Just beats Gonzalez down the court. Brunson has it up top. Knicks down by 5. Coming to his right off the Town screen. Tillman switches onto him. Brunson dancing with it against Tillman. Crosses over down the lane. Euro steps, knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off the Celtics. Looked like it was off Brunson, but they're going to give it back to the Knicks. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. They get it into Josh Hart. Now out to Towns. Towns inside the Josh Hart, standing under the basketball. Why himself? His first point of the season. Beautiful pass from Karl-Anthony Towns out of the high post. Brown takes it over to Gonzalez, who was not ready for it, but he was able to save it. Gets it over to Boucher in the left corner. Boucher gets it out to Tillman. Good denial from Anunoby, not allowing Jaylen Brown to touch it. Tillman finally gets it over to Brown. Brown dancing around the screen, puts up the 3 over Anunoby, and he gets it to go down and gets fouled by OG Anunoby. Jaylen Brown cooking tonight. So Jaylen Brown going to the foul line for one more. Mark said dumb on OG. It is dumb on OG. It's also not good defense from Karl-Anthony Towns, who's just trying. He's just putting OG Anunoby on an island there to get around the Tillman screen and contest Jaylen Brown from 3. Towns has to be further up on that screen. You're not worried about Tillman rolling to the rim. Play up higher. Brown does knock down his and one free throw. Celtics with a 7-point lead here. Josh Hart hands it off to Brunson. Brunson bring it down. Brunson has it on the left wing up top. Probably going to wind down the clock a little bit here. 10 on the shot clock. This is old school Knicks basketball right here. Brunson going one-on-one, winding down the clock a bunch. Stops, turns, spins, foul line, fall away jumper. Got it to go. And just like before, it's still good offense. It's still one-on-one. It's still good offense. Bacon Jackson. What's up, Bacon Jackson? Brown on the right wing, catches, pump fakes, driving it down, out to Simons. Simons catches, fires from the left wing over Shamet, splashes it, nothing but net. Shamet applying too much help on the Brown drive. You don't have to apply that much help. You got OG Anunoby sitting there. Brunson bringing it down against Gonzalez, coming to his left. Simons switches onto him. Game clock down to 5. They show a double team. Brunson immediately beats it, out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's got to drive it into the lane, goes up, can't get it to go, gets blocked yet again. He's looking for a foul call. He's not going to get it. 3/4 court heave, nowhere close. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter there. 30-22, not a good first quarter from our New York Knicks. Number one, they couldn't buy a basket from the perimeter, even on good looks. But also the defense was kind of meh. It was meh, right? Not the level of defense we saw against Cleveland, maybe taking their foot off the gas just a little bit against the Celtics team. But you also got to look at the way the Celtics are playing. Obviously coming out, no Jason Tatum is not mattering because they're coming out, firing right away, staring the Knicks down and saying, okay, you got better, we got worse. We're still up and ready for the challenge. Jose NYC said Josh has to develop a 10-foot jumper. Yeah, mid-range jumper would be nice from Josh Hart. He's either all the way to the rim or nothing, right? Because obviously we know he struggles with the three-point shot. So he's either all the way to the rim or nothing. But an 8-point deficit after 1. see how the Knicks adapt. Because if we go look at the box score real quick, and I don't really like looking at the box score after the first quarter just because not enough has happened yet. But if we just look real quick, I'm not even going to zoom in because the only thing I really want to pay attention to is this number right here. The team field goal shooting numbers. 8 for 26 from the field for 30%, not good. 4 for 14 from three-point range. Only Towns hit 3 of them. Shamet hit the other one. Under 30% from three-point range is not good enough with the quality of looks that they got there. And you go over to the Celtics. 4 for 11 from three-point range. They've taken 3 less shots, but made the same amount. Only 12 for 22 from the field. I mean, that's obviously excellent efficiency, but they've taken 4 less shots than the Knicks, and they made 4 more shots than the Knicks, right? So they're getting quality looks at the basket, quality looks from the perimeter, and knocking them down with efficiency. Neither team really getting to the foul line a lot. Both teams have taken three foul shots. Rebounding numbers, 12 for the Knicks, 15 for the Celtics. They're beating us up on the glass. Might have to get Huck Porty in there. Might have to try that. The Knicks with 6 assists. The Celtics with 6 assists. Knicks with 2 steals and a block. The Celtics have 5 blocks. 3 from Boucher. All of them on Josh Hart. Actually, maybe one of them on Yabusele's 3. But a lot of them on Josh Hart. 2 of them on Josh Hart. Bacon Jackson said, are you going to do the Spurs game? Nope, this is the only game we're going to do tonight. We're going to usually only do 1 game a night. Except on nights where we're going to go around the league. But we will go around the league at halftime and check in across the NBA slate tonight. Here we go, checking back in. Start of the second quarter. Let's set our timer up. Darlene Bryan said, Knicks not shooting well. No, they are not. No, they are not. Karen reminding people the thumbs up. Appreciate you, Karen. Yes, you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button. Please go ahead, hit the thumbs up button. It is by far the best way to show support, so I'd very much appreciate it. You can leave a like on the stream, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Tyler Kolek is in the game with Shamet, Towns, Clarkson, and Anunoby. Towns has it on the left wing. Still no Bridges after the early hits. Towns hits Anunoby, cutting backdoor. Beautiful backdoor cut from Anunoby. Jordan Walsh just lost him. That's one way to get yourself back into the game. I mean, they're not far out of it, but one way to build some momentum. Get an easy dunk. Derek White has it up top, being guarded by Clarkson. Go over to Simons, being guarded by Kolek. Now over to Boucher. Boucher. A lot of standing around for the Celtics here. Good ball denial from the Knicks. Get it out to Derek White. Anunoby switches onto him. Driving it down. Throws up a tough floater. Well short. Maybe Anunoby got a piece of it. Towns diving on it, trying to save it from going out of bounds. But it will stay Celtics basketball. Only 5 on the shot clock as the ball did not hit the rim. GG said, Knicks will be fine. I'd rather a slow start and then step up later. Just as long as they step up. As long as the step up does come, then I'm with you. Right? Can be cold the whole night. Boucher does not get the shot off in time. Bridges is back into the game. I was wondering where Bridges was. Can we get Adam Silver up off the screen? Like, why can't we put these interviews in a tiny box in the corner? I'm not here for the interview. I'm here for the basketball game. Bridges has it up top. They get it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Brown. Interesting decision from Missoula to not put the center on Towns. They hand it off to Kolek. Kolek over to Anunoby. Anunoby a left corner 3. No hesitation. Got it to go. Off balance, falling out of bounds. He's still knocked it down. OG Anunoby. Finally, maybe the 3-point shots will start falling for the Knicks. Get over to Simons, a deep straightaway three. The Knicks don't come out to fully contest. Anunoby got his fingertips on the rebound, but can't hold on to it, and they swing it around to an open Jaylen Brown, left corner three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Bridges saves it. Quick outlet to Towns. Towns over to Clarkson. Clarkson a three in transition. Gets it to go down, and the threes are a-flowing, and we're back into it, tied at 30. Derek White quickly pushing the other way. Being guarded by Towns on the switch. Kicks it out to Simons. Simons back to White, and White just not keeping his eye on the ball. Hits him on the side of the shoulder, and it goes out of bounds. Here come the Knicks. Here comes the momentum. The momentum is shifting. Bridges will inbound it to Kolek. Clarkson knocking down his first shot is a good sign. Kolek bringing it down. Tyler Kolek, more Tyler Kolek minutes, by the way. I know we called him out early, but still, more, Tyler Kolek getting regular rotation minutes in the regular season is still a little shocking. Towns hits Anunoby, cutting back door on Boucher again. Anunoby leans in. 2 steps, fall away jumper. Can't get that one to go. Pritchard with the rebound. Here comes Brown. Pushing the pace. Back to Pritchard. Towns steps out to guard him. Pritchard hands it off to White. White back to Pritchard. Back to White. White back to Pritchard. A straightaway three. Well, short, can't get it to go. Rebound flies out of bounds. Knicks will bring it down. Doug Fresh said it's war this year. Tyler Kolek has it on the right wing. Coming to his left off a Town screen. All the way to the rim. Kicks it out to a wide open Bridges in the left corner. Line me up, Mikal Bridges. Yes, sir. Tyler, the creator. Getting one over to Bridges. 4 straight threes for the Knicks. Giving them a 3-point lead here. And a timeout from the Boston Celtics. Joe Mazzulla does not know what has hit him right here. We talked about the Knicks getting quality looks in that first quarter and not knocking any of them down. Here they are knocking them down, y'all. Wonder what happened when the Knicks knocked their shots down. Oh, yeah, we get right back into it. What is that, a 12-0 run for the Knicks? Was that 4 straight threes? Hold on, real quick. Let's go to the play-by-play just to get, I just want to look real quick. I just want to verify what my eyes are actually seeing with the words. I want to verify it. I just want to verify it. Bridges 3. Hold on. Just so y'all could also read it alongside with me. We got a Mikal Bridges 3. I keep doing that. We got a Mikal Bridges 3. That's 1. We got a Jordan Clarkson 3 in transition. That's 2. We got a OG Anunoby fading out of bounds 3. That's 3 threes in a row. And then before that, we got an Anunoby dunk. Okay. So with three straight threes, but then an Anunoby easy dunk. You know, what is that? An 11-0 run right there. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. All of a sudden, Mike Brown takes over, and we going on runs like this, offensive runs like this to start the second quarter. An 11-0 run to taking a 3-point lead. I'm loving it. Buzzer Beater said the Knicks look like they're actually running plays. The crazy thing about it, Buzzer Beater, is not really. I'm sure there was some plays mixed in there, but what they're just doing is running their regular offensive set, right? It's constant cutting and movement and team communication. It's nothing out of the ordinary, right? It's just Tom Thibodeau just would put the ball in his best player's hands and say, do something. Mike Brown is having off-ball movement, cutting, off-ball screening, just constantly, every single play, every single movement, every single cut can lead to a score. Bernard Johnson, Kolek keeping his head up, finding the open man. I'm so surprised Tyler Kolek is getting regular season minutes. But I'm also not shocked with the way he's playing. I'm not shocked that he's having a very positive impact on the game. Not at all. There's not one part of me that's shocked by it. I'm shocked he's getting the trust from Mike Brown, but I'm not shocked by the way he's playing. This is Tyler Kolek. This is the way he plays. Mark said, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say this. JB-less rotation is working. It's important to have lineups without your star player that work. You need to have lineups without Jalen Brunson that work. We know Jalen Brunson is who he is. You're not going anywhere without Jalen Brunson. But you need to institute an offense that allows everybody else to be able to play when Jalen Brunson is not on the court, right? Jalen Brunson starts every season off very slow. If we go back to last year, if we go back the year before that, I can pull up the stats for you. Very slow starts to the season. He will pick it up. The difference this year is the way we're running our offense is not beholdenly reliant on Jalen Brunson getting out of a slow start. Mark said it's a good thing. It's a great thing. It's how you win a championship, right? We're just going to have to go there right away. It's how you win a championship. Here we go. Derek White has it up top. Knicks come out with the same 5-man lineup. Clarkson slips and falls on a wet spot. Pritchard gets a wide open 3 out of it. Towns snatches the rebound off the miss, and here comes Kolek, bringing it down the other way. Hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges pulls it back out, driving it down, and he throws it to nobody. Bridges and Anunoby miscommunicating. Just under 9 to go here. Alyssa Lester with the Melissa. Slim Slammer, the floor general, the creator. Tyler, the creator. Here comes Pritchard bringing it down the other way. And the Celtics have also missed some very makeable shots, by the way. So the Knicks have to continue to close out strong on their shooters. Queta has it up top, being guarded by Towns. Hands it off to White. White driving it down. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Clarkson. In and out, can't get it to stay. Towns rips down yet another rebound, and he outlets it out to nobody. And Towns telling Tyler Kolek, just go. Just go. I'm going to hit you with the outlet. Tyler Kolek was standing there calling for it, and Towns threw it ahead of him thinking, I thought you were going to run. Tell him to go. We're going. The offense is to go. I got you with the outlet. I'm a passer like that. Miscommunication there between the two players. Hauser, a 3, splashes it over Tyler Kolek, and Tyler Kolek upset at himself. Anunoby bringing it down. Hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson gets it over to Anunoby out by the half-court line. Gets it out to Towns. Towns on the left wing, being guarded by Queta now. We saw wings on Towns to open up the game. Tried to get it inside to Anunoby. Knocked it loose. Towns down the lane, throws it above glass. Can't get it to go down. Just rolls off the side of the rim, and now here come the Celtics bringing it down 5-on-4 with Towns hitting the floor, and Kolek knocks the ball out of bounds. Excellent hands from Kolek, saving a 5-on-4 situation there. AP reminding people with the thumbs up button and like the stream. Appreciate you, AP. Appreciate you. If you're enjoying the content so far and you're enjoying the show, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. I'd very much appreciate it, y'all. I'd appreciate it. The best way to support the stream, and it's free. Don't cost nothing. Yabusele's going to sub in for Towns. No Ariel Hukporti tonight. Hauser will inbound it. They get it in to Simons. Simons coming to his right, driving it down. He has a lane, kicks it out to a wide open Derek White standing there all by himself, and he splashes it. Bad defense from the Knicks. Terrible defense from the Knicks. Forgot to give Hauser his 3 previously, so now the Celtics up by 3, 36-33. Kolek has it on the left wing, coming to his right. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby's going to go one-on-one against Hauser here. Leans in, pump fake. Gets the foul call. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws as he misses the shot. A good one-on-one play and manipulation from Anunoby there. Anunoby might mess around and make the All-Star team the way he's playing, the way he's starting the year. Bad defense from Jordan Clarkson there, just helping out way too far on the Simons drive. Just way too obvious. Easy pass for Anthony Simons there to make to a wide-open Derek White. That's not the guy you leave open. Lionel Monis, you might just have to refresh your page to see what the updated number is. Anunoby knocks down the free throw. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, OG. You got one more coming. Isaiah Garner said, Mike Brown has an offensive system. That's why Kolek is flourishing. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he had a couple of nice stints when the Knicks went through a bunch of injuries at their guards with Tom Thibodeau last year. Derek White a pull-up 3 over Clarkson. Way off. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Didn't even hit the rim, I don't think. Yabusele with the rebound. Kolek on the left wing. Coming to his right. Pocket pass to Yabusele, rolling down the rim. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Clarkson's going to fire right corner 3. Can't get it to go. And now here come the Celtics bringing it down the other way. Hit ahead to Derek White. Runs right into Kolek. No call on that. And a foul on Derek White. No blocking foul or charge on Tyler Kolek. No whistle. They just said decent defense. Split his feet, got into position. That's a charge, if anything, my opinion. Either way, Bridges came over and got a block shot and the rebound. Kolek coming to his left off the Yabusele screen, blows past the defense, gets the lefty, scoop late to go over Quaid. My man Tyler, the creator, is hooping tonight. Knicks back up by 1. 36-37. Derek White on the left wing, up top to the right wing to Hauser, up top to White. White dribbling it down against Clarkson. Back up top to Hauser. Hauser being guarded by Kolek. Back to Derek White. Derek White being guarded by Clarkson. Clarkson not known for his defense. They show 2. They try to get it out to Hauser. Kolek trying to save it. Goes diving into the first row. And that's how you earn more minutes. That's how you earn more minutes if you're Tyler Kolek. Battling for that loose ball there. Diving into the first row. Knowing Knicks fans are going to catch him. They get it up top to Quaid. Quaid's going to drive it down, throw up a tough floater. The buzzer can't get it to go. Long rebound. McBride able to battle Hauser for it. And now we're pushing it the other way. McBride in and out dribble. Crosses over to his left. Hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson, free lane in the rim. Going down there. Scoop layup. Can't get it to go. Yabusele offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Tried to kick it out to McBride, but he got fouled. Tyler Kolek looking a little bit like Steve Nash there. I'm not going to lie. Dribbling it down with the left hand. Doesn't even bring the right hand into the picture to scoop layup with the lefty. Looking a little bit like Steve Nash. Looking a little bit like Steve Nash there. Mark said, Zion just put Wemby on a poster, by the way? Hold on, we might have to check it out. Finally, we going to get Zion highlights? I love it. I love it. The season has arrived. We are at the halfway point here in the second quarter. Kolek a pull-up 3, knock me down. Can't get it to go. Yabusele knocks the rebound over to Clarkson. He's able to chase it down. Clarkson has it on the right wing. Great rebound from Yabusele there. Clarkson spins off of Gonzalez, but Gonzalez got caught holding the arm. And a foul on Gonzalez. Just that said Kolek doing the Jeter dive. Alyssa Lester said, is Josh Hart playing tonight? Josh Hart is playing tonight. He'll probably be on limited minutes for a little bit with the back. But he is out there playing. They get it into Yabusele, a straightaway 3. Yabusele knocking down the 3 for his first points as a Knicks. Yes, sir. Yabu, celebrate, brother. You don't got to be so serious about it. Celebrate on the garden floor. Knicks up by 4 here, 36-40. Simons has it. And an offensive foul on Quaid. Yes, sir. Tyler Kolek has been working with Jalen Brunson. He's been sitting there and studying the way Jalen Brunson draws those offensive fouls. My man Tyler Kolek is an Energizer bunny right now. He also gets credited with the assistant to Yabusele, by the way. He did celebrate. My man Yabusele. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wave 3 of the frat to the crowd. The German 3 for my man Gershon Yabusele, even though he's French. Do the French also use that 3? I don't know. The European 3? Is that what that is? Brunson is back in. He's bringing it down. Kolek to the bench. Excellent minutes from Kolek there. Brunson has it on the left wing. Coming to his right. Gonzalez hit the floor. Brunson lost the handle. Kicks it out. McBride, a right wing 3. We're starting to knock down the 3s. Misses that one. Fight for the rebound. Yabusele knocks it loose yet again. Clarkson picks it up. Over to Brunson. Brunson crosses over. Spins. 2 on him. Kicks it out. McBride, a right corner 3. Don't give me 2 in a row. Can't get it to go. Yabusele fight for it again. It's going to stay with the Knicks, baby. Gershon Yabusele bringing what we thought he would bring. Bringing the muscle. Bringing the energy. He's working out there. That's what we need from Gershon Yabusele. Get on the glass. They get it in the Bridges. Sneaks right in for an easy layup. Easy. Knicks up by 6 now. 5 minutes to go. Pritchard bringing it down, dancing around the screen. McBride guarding him. Bridges jumps the passing lane over to McBride. McBride's going to go all the way. Can't get the layup to go. But a foul on Pritchard. That's why he couldn't get it to go. My man Deuce McBride going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mark said Yabu is fighting. This is what we need from Yabu. This is what we have needed from Yabu from the start. Right? It was only a matter of time before my man fully understood the role he was brought into play. Only a matter of time. We are here, y'all. We are here. McBride knocks down the first free throw. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, Deucey. Knicks up by 7. Trying to get a double-digit lead before halftime. I want to see it. I want to see it. McBride knocks down both free throws. The combination of Deuce McBride and Mikal Bridges is an excellent backcourt defensive tandem. And then you throw OG Anunoby out there, and it's like, who going to score on that? Who's scoring on that? We eventually get Mitchell Robinson involved. Who going to score on that lineup? Tillman has it up top, being guarded by Yabu. Hands it off to Hauser. Hauser being chased by Clarkson. A one-dribble pull-up straightaway three, can't get it to go. Brunson with the long rebound. We're off and running. Brunson over to Clarkson. Clarkson stops and pops on the right wing. Line me up. Jordan Clarkson too. The Knicks bench in full force coming out. We are celebrate Jordan Clarkson. Celebrate. That's what I'm talking about. Knicks up by 11. Knicks up by 11. Brunson in transition. Clarkson, no hesitation. Let me line up the three. Mark said, Clarks loves the garden. He's feeling it. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I love the way Yabu, Clarkson, and Kolek are playing off the bench right now. We don't even have a healthy Josh Hart. We don't even have a healthy Karl Anthony Towns. Mitchell Robinson not even out there right now. And we are hooping. And if we really had to go big, we got Huck Porty on the bench. Didn't even play so far tonight. We're not even playing him right now. Just that's at Clarkson plus 19. That's why it's the worst stat in basketball, just that. Stop trying to make me care about that stat. I don't care about the plus minus. Roger Bird said, yeah, we got a bench this year. Oh, yeah, we got the bench going. We got the bench going for sure. The bench is ready to go for sure. Sharon McLean, what's up, Sharon? She said, get your Gersh on. Yes, sir. My man, the big Gersh. The big Gersh, the dancing bear. Yabu. You got all the nicknames. When you perform like this, you get all the nicknames. I can't wait to go through the box score. So far in this quarter, hold on real quick. Y'all see this right now? So far in the second quarter, I don't want to move this screen, but you know what? We'll go over here. So far in the second quarter, 25-6. 25-6? Is that what we're doing right now? We're doing 25-6? 25-6, 14-0 run, Mark. Yes, sir. How many times do we got to say it? Through the first two games so far, how many, 10+ to nothing runs have the Knicks gone on under Mike Brown? We're out here. We're hooping. Bernard Johnson said that's why you need a bench. That's why you need to utilize your bench. We're not going to go through the box score yet. We're going to save that for halftime. We know they're playing well. I mean, we can go real quick, see what we have here. Also, I'd like to adjust this just a little bit. That's better. It's better. Bridges with 7, Brunson with 6, McBride with 2, Yabusele with 3, Clarkson with 6. I mean, look at this. Brunson's 2 for 6. If this were last year's team and Brunson was 2 for 6, the Knicks would be down by 15 right now. We could not afford Jalen Brunson going 2 for 6. We couldn't afford to do it, right, to start a game. We couldn't afford to have him 6 points with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second quarter, no matter who we played. Right? We needed 55 points from Jalen Brunson last year just to beat the Wizards. And I don't want to keep comparing this team to last year's team, but what do you want me to do? It's very similar teams. Obviously, this team is better and deeper, but it's very similar teams. Mark, Yabu, and Tyler. I mean, I'm saying, trusting Tyler Kolek. That's all we ask for. Give him a chance. Anthony Simons has it. Let's continue the good play, y'all. 14-0 run. Let's get it. Let's keep it going. Simons coming to his right. Get it over to Brown. Brown being guarded by Brunson. Backing him down. Backing him down, stops, turns, spins, kicks it out the last second to Simons. Excellent pass. Simons launches at the buzzer, can't get it to go. Excellent box outs from McBride and Yabusele, and Yabusele clears with the rebound. Brunson on the right wing. Hesitation move. Stop, turn, spin. Out to Yabu. Yabu hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming off the Yabu screen. In and out dribble, attacking. He's got a lane. Euro steps, takes the contact, and one. And one for JB, going to the foul line for one more. There's nothing you could do, because what if Jalen Brunson gets it going? Because what happens then, Boston? What happens then? What you got for us then once JB gets it going? This is what JB not playing well so far tonight. This is what Karl-Anthony Towns, like outside of the 3-3s, not really playing that well so far tonight offensively. What happens when we get it going? That's the issue for everybody right now, because right now the bench is carrying just enough for the stars to get it going, and then when the stars get it going, we're going to run away with it. Brunson at the foul line knocked me down, knocks down the free throw. The free throw is going in. The free throws are going in right now. Knicks with a 14-point lead. Let's keep it running. Like I said, to start the show, I want a blowout against the Celtics here tonight. Embarrass them here in the Garden. Brown has it in the post against Brunson. Backing him down. Back, stop, turn, spin, fall away, baseline jumper. Can't get it to go, but that's because they call a 3 seconds. 3 seconds, I believe. Not a foul call. I think it's 3 seconds. Knicks are in the bonus for the remainder 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So a free foul shot for Pritchard, who will take it. And Pritchard knocks down the free throw, breaking the 18 to nothing run the Knicks were on. Matthew Dillon, what's up, Matthew? I've been waiting for my boys to be great since the Ewing days. Let's go. Yes, sir, Matthew. Yes, sir. This is the season. This is the season of destiny. Knicks with a 13-point lead here. Pritchard has it up top, being guarded by Clarkson. You got to make sure we lock in. Pritchard spins off of Clarkson, down the lane, draws the foul. Can't get the layup to go, but he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Foul on Clarkson. Going to send Pritchard back to the foul line where he just hit the technical free throw. Watcher, what's up, Watcher? Celtics ain't even got a team right now. Knicks supposed to win? Yeah, brother. Yeah. You're right. And it's going to be fun and glorious to dance on the graves of the Boston Celtics. Duh. While the Celtics are down, I want to kick them. Right? While the opponent is down, I want to kick them. Pritchard knocks down the free throw. But you can't let your foot off the gas here. Celtics are viable to go on a 3-4, straight made three-pointers run. They're not out of the game yet. Got to keep it going. Roger Levert said, we still don't have any fouls. Bridges picked up the 2 fouls early, and he's been good ever since. Rockabye, baby. What's up, Rockabye? Gigi said, we going on a 40-game winning streak. Pritchard knocks down both free throws. 3:20 to go. 3:30 to go. Bridges bringing it down against Simons, applying some full court pressure. Bridges has it up top. Towns is back in. The Knicks with the starting lineup, plus Josh Hart instead of McBride. Towns pump fake sidestep 3. Comes up short on that one. Long rebound. Josh Hart chases it down. Yes, sir. Josh Hart pulls it out up top. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson. Inside pass to Towns. He's got Hauser on him. Stop. Turn. Leans in. Drop step. Puts it above glass. Can't get it to go. But that's because he got fouled. Too big. Too strong. Too talented. Give me my free throws. Now go to the foul line. Knock down your free throws, Big Towns. Get to the foul line. Knock them down. By the way, excellent interior pass. Knicks not known for their interior passing. Knicks not known to be a team looking for Karl-Anthony Towns in the post all that often. Great job. Towns had Hauser sealed. Brunson delivered it to him down there, and he said, go to work, big man. Give me the big man moves. Towns knocks down the first free throw. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, Big Cat. Mark said last year's lineup in right now. When utilized correctly, it can be a good lineup. When ran into the ground over and over and over and over and over again, it gets very stale and very easy to guard. Towns knocks down both free throws. So hopefully this lineup, which should work, works here, and we get to experiment with it now that Tom Thibodeau isn't going to run it into the ground. Anunoby's on Brown, hands it off to Hauser. Hauser over to Pritchard. Pritchard driving to his right. Brunson switched onto him, steps back out to Hauser, around the screen. He's open, deep one though, and he rattles it in. Can't leave Hauser open by any means. I don't care if he's 40 feet away from the basket. Don't leave that man open. That is a scary shooter right there. Brunson on the left wing. Trying to get it to Towns. He's got Pritchard on him. They get it to Towns. They clear out the side. Towns going to go right to work. They got to bring the double team. Drop steps down the lane. Puts it above glass. Can't get it to go. As he hit the floor, now it's a 5-on-4. Towns looking for the foul call. He doesn't get it. Pritchard on the right wing hits Brown, cut to the rim. Inside pass to Tillman. Pump fake, gets to the rim and lays it up and in off the nice pump fake. Beautiful passing and decision-making from the Celtics there. And it's back to an 8-point game. Like I said, they're not out of it. Knicks got to keep their foot on the gas pedal here. Brunson attacking against Brown. Stops, turns, pivots, spins, leans in, flips it up with the right hand. Can't get the layup to go as it rolls off the side of the rim. But he does draw the foul. And Jaylen Brown off some excellent footwork. And he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Jose said, I think we need a timeout here. I think we're all right. We've had some good looks. Right? Towns down low. Tried to force it against the double team. Mark said sub in McBride. I think we want to see what the Josh Hart lineup with the starters, the last year's lineup looks like. I think we want a couple minutes of that. It's worth experimenting with it, I think. My man Ninja, what's up, Ninja? Şengün for 5 rebounds and Brunson for 15? Brunson not grabbing 15 rebounds, my brother. I'm playing. I know you need 15 points from JB. He gonna get it. 15 points, he gonna sleepwalk into 15 points. Brunson knocked down the first free throw, and he knocks down the second free throw. 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Pritchard bringing it down. Knicks back up by 10. Need a defensive stop and score here. Pritchard on the right wing, attacking. Hands it off to Hauser. Hauser another one. He's feeling it tonight. Too strong, can't get that one to go. Fight for his rebound. Josh Hart rips it away, and we're shot out of a cannon. Josh Hart, one man to beat, putting his head down, attacking, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Grabs his own offensive rebound, miss. Out to Brunson. Brunson attacking the closeout, kicks it out. Anunoby, a straightaway 3. Line me up. Too strong, can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound goes up, gets stripped by Brown, and a late foul call, but he does get the foul call. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. We're under 2 minutes to go. Mark said, I don't. I've seen too much of this lineup. But not in this system, though, Mark. Not in this system. That's what Brown has to evaluate right now. That's what he's got to evaluate. Jose said, Hart giving us just that. Yes, sir. Giving us the heart and the hustle. Heart and the hustle of the team. He knows his role. He knows his role for sure. Why are they letting Jason Tatum on the court right now talking to the ref? Get him out of there. Towns knocks down both free throws. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, Big Cat. Pritchard has it up top, gets it over to Brown. Brown coming to his left off the screen. Anunoby running with him. They kick it over to Simons. Josh Hart runs him off the line. Simons up top to Pritchard. Pritchard attacking. Crosses over. Step back. A straightaway 3 over Bridges. Well short. Josh Hart with the rebound. Hit ahead to Brunson. Home run pass to McBride. And it's allowed from half court to not McBride, to Bridges. Excuse me. To Bridges. I'm messing up the call, but that's because I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see the Knicks out and running. They're back up by 14. Dancing and prancing for sure. 25-8 run for the Knicks. And the Knicks come up with a steal. Excellent defense. Hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart. Over to Towns. Towns gets a running start to the rim. Euro steps down the lane. And 1 for Karl-Anthony Towns. You can't stop us right now. We got it all going, y'all. We got it all going. 16-point lead for the Knicks. Like I said, run them into the ground. Embarrass them. While the Celtics are down, kick them while they're down. Kick them while they're down. I want a 20-plus point blowout tonight. I want to embarrass them in the second half. Give me a 20-point lead going into halftime and then extend it to a 40-point lead in the second half. I don't care. Roger Levert said, Josh all over the place. That's what I'm saying. Josh all over the place right now. Towns knocks down the free throw. Thank you for knocking down your free throws yet again. Thank you. 1 minute to go here in this second quarter. Knicks up by 17. Simons has it on the right wing. They get it over to Tillman. Tillman being guarded by Towns. Tillman over to Hauser. Hauser coming to his left. Over to Tillman. Tillman tried to hit Pritchard, come back door. Anunoby right there said, thank you. Playing free safety back there. Thank you. Easy interception. Anunoby has it up top. Oh, he dribbling it like he's a star right now. They get it over to Brunson. Coming to his left. Tillman switches onto him. He's dancing with it between the legs. Step back 3. Line me up for the 20-point lead. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Towns tips it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart. Anunoby up top. Wide open. Line me up. OG Anunoby. 4-3. Knicks up by 20. That's what I wanted. Here comes Brown. Get a defensive stop. I want the 20-point lead. I want it. I want to rub salt in the wound. I don't care. I do not care. I got no sympathy for the Celtics. Get a defensive stop. Lock in, Josh Hart. Pull the shorts up. Lock in. Get in the stands. And Josh Hart utilizes a foul here. Knicks had a foul to give. Knicks had a foul to give. My timer ran out, but we got 6.8 on the clock. Lionel Mona said, Game 6 all over. Keep it up. That's what I'm saying, Lionel. That's exactly what I want. I want Game 6, Part 2. Game 6, the sequel. Anunoby dripping in sweat, playing his butt off right now. That's a future All-Star. First-time All-Star. OG Anunoby. They get it in the Brown. Brown, one-on-one against Josh Hart. Dancing with it, coming to his left. Mid-range, pump fake, steps through, puts up the floater. Well, sure, that's what I needed. That's what I knew he was going to alligator arm that floater. I knew it. Give me the 20-point lead at halftime. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted, and they gave it to me. I wanted it, and they delivered. Roger Levert, 18-0 fast break. When was the last time? Number one, when was the last time the Knicks scored 18 points on the fast break? At halftime, they got 18 fast break points. When was the last time they scored 18 fast break points in a game? They got that at halftime here tonight, number one. And number two, when was the last time they didn't allow the other team to get on fast break? We out here hustling, running them up out of the gym. They can't keep up with us. They're huffing and puffing. Ooh. Hooping right now, hooping. AP said, let's keep it up for the third quarter. No third quarter of doom this season. Come out third quarter like your hair's on fire. Run this up to at least 30 plus. I want at least a 30 plus point lead in this game. At least. I'm looking for a 40-point blowout, but I want at least 30. At least a 30-point lead from the Knicks. I can't wait to go over the box score. I'm so excited to look at the box score right now just because of how beautiful across the board is about to look. I know it's about to look gorgeous, the box score. I know we're about to look at something real pretty right now. Real pretty like. Lolo, what's up, Lolo? Happy to see you, Lolo. Hey, Hayes said, damn, running away at the half. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like we talked about at the end of the first quarter, we didn't even shoot it well. We didn't shoot it well. We got open looks and we couldn't knock them down. John Corley, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Kick him out the door. And then when they're leaving, just go to kick them out of the door. Get them out of here. Kick them while they're down. Don't let them back up. Jose said, you asked for it, Sheffy, and you got it. Up 20. I asked and they delivered. All I couldn't do was ask. And they actually delivered it. They actually delivered it. All right, let's go over the box score because we do have a lot of other NBA games to run around to. Oh, let's not do that. You know what? Let's keep that right there. Like that. And let's go to the box score this way. There we go. Now let's zoom it in. Let's zoom it in. Let's zoom it in. Start with the Celtics? Let's start with the Celtics real quick. Let's run through it. We don't care about these damn Celtics. We don't really care. Let's run through it real quick. Sam Hauser with 9 points. All of them come from three-point range. If we close out on this man, run him off the line, I think we're going to be all right. Excuse me. I think we're going to be all right in the long run. Neemias Quato with 5 points. Ewing played 11 minutes. They had to get him up out of there. He can't stick with Karl Anthony Towns. He can't guard that man. Derek White, 5 points, 12 minutes. 1 for 3 from three-point range, 2 for 7 from the field. He's struggling. Jaylen Brown, 3 for 7 from the field, 1 for 3 from three-point range. He's struggling. He got 8 points. He is a minus 20. Payne Pritchard's a minus 19. He's only got 3 points. Payne Pritchard, 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 from three-point range. They got nothing on us. We got them shook right now. They're shaking in their boots. Shiver me timbers. Chris Boucher, 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point range. Xavier Tillman is actually their leading scorer tonight with 7 points. That's sad. That is sad for the Boston Celtics. Xavier Tillman's their leading scorer. Yak said, how good was the second unit? Incredible. Incredible. The utilization of them, the fact that they have come through and the way that they have come through, incredible. Incredible. Kay Hayes said, Josh being a change maker. I mean, Josh coming in and doing Josh Hart things is beautiful mid-game when you would think like, okay, the Knicks are going to start to get sluggish here. No, enter in Josh Hart. Shot out of a cannon, snatching rebounds, going full court, trying to go coast to coast, kicking it out to his teammates, grabbing offensive rebounds he has no business grabbing, kicking it back out for open threes. It's a beautiful sight to behold, to see Josh Hart fully unleashed in the role that he should have been in since last year. Payne Pritchard just tossing a dookie out there. All 3 of his points coming from the foul line. He does have 3 boards and 4 assists. So trying to make an impact elsewhere because the shot's not going down. Gigi said Tom Snitcherdo was definitely holding Kolek back. I mean, look, he was a rookie last year and he did improve this offseason. But could Tyler Kolek have contributed in some ways last year, especially when Cam Payne was giving you absolutely nothing? Yeah, I think we could have tried going to Tyler Kolek a little bit last year just to see what he had. Right? I can't tell you for sure Tyler Kolek was not able to contribute last year because he was a rookie because we didn't get to see it. We never got to see it. And part of being an NBA head coach is experimenting. And Tom Thibodeau did not do that. Off the bench, Tillman, we went over it, the leading scorer. Simons only has 5. Shireman, 4 minutes, didn't do nothing. Jordan Walsh, 2 minutes, didn't do nothing. Hugo Gonzalez, 7 minutes. He got a layup in transition, 2 rebounds, okay. George Jones said Kolek might feel comfortable under Brown in a more open offense. I mean, look, in the very limited minutes he did play when Tom Thibodeau had no choice but to go to him because of all the injuries the Knicks suffered, Tyler Kolek contributed positively to the Knicks last year in the very limited minutes he got. But he just was never given an opportunity. I'm sure he feels more comfortable for sure, but he was just never given the opportunity to even be a part of the team last year. Raymond Jacobs, what's up, Ray? Legendary Sheffy with the fire Friday Night Knicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We go to the New York Knickerbockers. The New York Knickerbockers. 10 points for OJ. Look at the distribution. Look at the distribution right there. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. The core 4. Almost 10 plus. Mikal Bridges with 9. Mikal Bridges with 9. The core 4 almost all in double figures already at halftime, right? Anunoby with 10, Towns 16, Bridges with 9, Brunson with 11, and Bridges barely played in that first quarter because of the foul trouble. You go to the bench. Everyone has scored. Every single player that has played tonight has a bucket. The Fleas, what's up, Fleas? Jay Brown called us insufferable. The worst is yet to come for that man. Talk about it. Talk about it. He was out there talking his nonsense. He was out there talking crap. And you expect us to take it easy on you? You expect us to not kick you while you're down? Embarrass them tonight. Jaylen Brown out there looking like Dookie. Josh Hart's only 1 for 5 from the field, but guess what? Guess what? 6 rebounds. 6 rebounds in 9 minutes. Who is this man? Who is this man? Coming to the game, back still hurting probably. He got that icy hot on right now. 6 rebounds in 9 minutes off the bench. He's still going to do his thing. Tyler Kolek in 6 minutes off the bench, 1 for 2 from the field. He missed the 3. With 2 points, 3 assists, a plus 12 for Tyler Kolek. He got the offense moving. Like I say, he's like a lubricator. You get him out there, and he gonna get guys open. He gonna find passing lanes. Landry Shaman knocked down a 3. You love to see it. 3 rebounds. Also, by the way, everybody contributing on the glass. Gershon Yabusele, I thought he was excellent. He's got 3 points. He knocked down a 3. He knocked down 1 3. I thought, even if we take away the 3, I thought he was excellent in that first half, right? There was some defensive rotations, and a couple of times he got blown by it on the perimeter. But outside of that, right, outside of those negatives, he did exactly the stuff I was looking for him to do. Big body, spread the court out, set good hard screens. There was one screen he set, I think it was on Pritchard, maybe it was Derek White or somebody, it was somebody, and knocked them to the ground. It was a nice legal set screen, knocked them to the ground. That's exactly what I want to see a guy as big as Yabusele doing. Take up a lot of space out there, right? And he really struggled on glass against Cleveland, which makes sense. They're a big team. But out here tonight as the center, doing a great job of boxing guys out and snagging rebounds. 2 offensive, 2 defensive for Yabusele. I want to see much more from Big Yabu in the second half. And also, look at the minutes distribution. 8 minutes for Yabu, 9 minutes for Clarkson, 9 minutes for Hart, 9 minutes for Shamet, 6 for Tyler Kolek. Love it. Love it. The Fleas said, let Mitchell Robinson heal, then trade that boy. He can go, we don't need him. Yeah, we do, brother. Yeah, we do. Daniel Tilson said, I think the new coach fits really good. Yeah, I mean, I talked about how, look, Tom Thibodeau's a good coach. I can't sit here and tell you he's not a good coach. I'd be lying to you. He's a good coach. He did not fit this roster at all. He did not fit this roster at all, right? This is an offensive first team, right? The more offensive pressure you put on the opponents, the easier it will be for you to play defense. And Tom Thibodeau just didn't understand how to maximize this team last year. And I don't think he'll ever understand how to fully maximize this team. He just was not a good fit with this roster, not a good fit with the players that they traded for, and Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges, very clearly. And so far, Mike Brown, look, it's been a game and a half. So we're still in the honeymoon phase. But Mike Brown right now pushing all the correct buttons. All of them. Every single one of them. Jose said they said the Knicks can play an up-tempo game, 16-0 fast break points. I mean, they shot it much better in that second quarter, 10 for 27 from three-point range so far tonight, 20 for 50 from the field. I mean, just drastically improving their shooting percentages. They were 4 for 14 at the end of the first, so they were 6 for 13 in the second quarter. Almost shot 50% from three-point range in that second quarter. Benji Dila said, is Jordan Clarkson playing? Yes, he is playing. And he played very well in that first half. Jordan Clarkson, 2 for 4 from the field, both of them coming from three-point range, 6 points from him, and a couple of times involved in chasing down loose balls that were knocked loose by Gershon Yabusele. The combination of him and Yabusele going after the loose balls in a lineup where Clarkson's essentially playing the 3 and Yabusele's playing the 5, a very small lineup, was huge for the Knicks. Huge minutes for Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele together. Judge's dad said, the Celtics passed the ball way too much. Yep. Gigi said, I changed my mind on Jonas. He looks shady last night. I tried to tell you about Jonas Valanciunas. You were talking about Jonas Valanciunas when he was on the Sacramento Kings, a terrible team. When he was on the Washington Wizards, a terrible team. And you were talking about, no, this guy's good. What? I'm convinced you don't watch basketball if you think Jonas Valanciunas is better than Mitchell Robinson. Get him out of here. Let's go around the league before we have to get back to this game tonight. Bucks Raptors about to close it out. It is a close game. The Raptors on the verge of starting the season 2-0. Do we want to go through the box score real quick? Let's do it. Why not? Get rid of that. Go through the box score real quick. Bucks Raptors. Giannis with 30, 19, and 7. Just a calm 30, 19, and 7. Just a calm one. Right? Nothing too crazy for big Giannis. Just a calm 30, 19, and 7. No big deal. No big deal for Giannis. Just another day at the office. Miles Turner struggling to really give them the stuff that they need. He's 0 for 3 from three-point range, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. You got to be better than that. He does have 2 blocks. 3 turnovers and 4 fouls is not what you need. Rockabye Baby said, we just needed a new voice? No, we needed the right voice. I don't think we needed a new voice. I think we needed the correct voice. And I think we may have found it. Pull up Zion's poster. Good point, Mark. Good point. I'm slacking over here. Let's pull up Zion's poster. Let me see if I can find it over here. I'm sure it's going to be all over Twitter. I just refresh real quick. All right, I'm just going to have to look it up. I'll find it. Find it right now. I got y'all. We're going to watch it. We're going to see Zion's poster. If I just type in Zion, it's going to come up. There it is. I found it. I'm not even going to watch it yet. I'm going to pause it. There we go. Paused. Let's watch it. Let me get out of the way. I got to go this way. Okay. I thought it was a little bit better of a post than that, but okay. Show it to me one more time. Crosses over in the lane. Wemby a little late. Doesn't get the full extension. It's a solid poster. Not the craziest poster. I thought he was like driving down the lane full speed, cocking it back, chest to chest. That's a poster to me. This is solid. He got him for sure. I would have been hyped if I saw it in real time. That's what I'm talking about, Zion. That's what healthy Zion should be doing. Rudy Riazzi, what's up, Rudy? That's solid. It's a solid one. I like it. It's a good poster. Who else is playing well? Cole Anthony off the bench is playing well for the Milwaukee. Who's playing well for the Raptors? Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett, again, extremely efficient. Scotty Barnes, not very efficient. Manuel Quickly, decently efficient, 6 for 13, 19 points for him, 8 assists. Scotty Barnes is a minus 16. I mean, he is going up against Giannis, so he's got a tough job. Off the bench, Grady Dick, only 5 points tonight. He had 21 in the opener. Okay. Hawks Magic. Want to take a look at Hawks Magic real quick? This is not what I clicked on. Definitely not what I clicked on. That's definitely what I clicked on, I think. Hawks Magic, I want to take a look at. Obviously, two teams we gotta watch out for. Mark said it's something for Zion. It is. But we working our way to it. Oh man, we're already back. All right, we gotta run through it real quick. Okongwu with 12, Trae Young with 14, 19 for Nikhil Alexander-Walker. No Porzingis. Atlanta still down by 8 to Orlando. Their bench looking not very good. Porzingis is out. You got Nikhil Alexander-Walker in the starting lineup. Okongwu in the starting lineup. No Reza Shea available for them tonight. Down by 8 to Orlando. Orlando looking solid. Paolo with 7 points, 6 rebounds, 0 assists. Kind of a nasty stat line for Paolo. Franz Wagner continues to prove he's the best player on this team, actually. Jalen Suggs doing Jalen Suggs things. He knocked down 3 threes. Desmond Bane doing Desmond Bane things. He knocked down 3. He's got 13 points. Off the bench, Tristan Da Silva continues to be a revelation for them. All right, we're getting ready for the game. But this is an interesting watch tonight. We'll check in at the end of the third here. Cavs beating up on the Nets, to be expected. Knicks beating up on the Celtics, to be expected, but I'm loving it. Pistons Rockets is an interesting watch. We'll get to that box score at the end of the third or during a timeout. Heat Grizzlies, Spurs Pelicans. Maybe we'll look at the box score in a second. Mavericks beating up on the Wizards, to be expected. Interesting box scores. Love it. I'm loving it, y'all. I'm loving it. Start of the NBA season, man. Start of the NBA season. I'm having fun. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're into it. Start of the third. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Hauser. Coming to his left. Now out to Towns. Towns fakes the handoff, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right, driving it down, leans in, step back, pump fakes, gets stripped by Derek White, and a shot clock violation. Didn't love that offensive possession there. Let's get moving. Let's get moving. Come on, start of the second half. Come on. Daniel Tisden says Zion's lost a lot of weight. Yes, he has. Finally. Here comes Derek White bringing it down. Again, some full court pressure from Bridges. Get it over to Brown. Brown back to White. A lot of standing around for the Celtics, too. Slow start for both sides here. White gets it over to Brown. Brown catches, pump fakes, driving the baseline, driving the wing. And he gets fouled, tied up. What's the call? What is the call? Anamona said, will Tibbs join the Celtics coaching staff? I'm sure he'd love to, that Benedict Arnold. He's going to get the same treatment from me as Isaiah Hartenstein. Those Benedict Arnolds. Traitors. Treacherous. How dare they go to the enemy? Foul on the floor by Brunson, so side out of bounds. Brown coming to his right, driving it down. Cross court, Hauser, quick catch and fire to the left wing, rattles it in. Can we run Hauser off the foul line? Can we run him off the line? Brunson has it up top. Now on the right wing. Coming to his left off a Town screen. Got a lane, driving it down, kicks it out. Anunoby on the relocation, left wing 3. Comes up short, can't get it to go. Pritchard with the rebound, we're bringing it down the other way. Pritchard up top, picked up by Bridges. Pritchard crosses over to his left, driving it down, snake dribble back to his right hand. Inside pass to Quaida, catches, leans in, pump fakes, fall away, hook shot, got it to go. Lead down to 15. Down to 15, y'all, come on. I want it 20 plus. I want 20 plus. Don't come back to single digits. I want a double-digit lead to the end of the game. Bridges lost the handle, picks it up, has it on the right wing. Cross court to McBride. McBride catches, pump fakes, driving it down, out to Anunoby. Anunoby lines up the 3, comes up short yet again. Loose ball. Pritchard able to save it. Now here come the Celtics pushing it the other way. 10 minutes to go. White on the left wing, hands it off to Brown. Quick catch fire to the right wing. Too strong, can't get it to go. Brunson snatches the rebound. He's bringing it down the other way. Brunson up top, being guarded by Quaida. Dancing with it. Now he's going to look to take Quaida one-on-one. Say, you can't guard me, big dog. Say, you can't guard me, big dog. A lot of confusion from the Knicks. McBride at left corner 3. They lost track of him, but he can't get it to go down. McBride, excellent shooting night against the Cavs. Not so good of a shooting night here tonight against the Celtics. Derek White up top, dancing with it, coming to his left. Stops, turns, up top. Hauser, a deep straightaway three. He's been on fire all night long as he continues to be on fire. And Mike Brown calls a timeout. The Knicks, you don't lose track of Sam Hauser. We talked about it in the pregame. That's the one guy you don't leave track of, right? Especially when he's already on fire. 8-0 run to start the third quarter. The third quarter of doom may be rearing its ugly head here tonight. Mark said, "Get out of here, Hauser." Can we close out on him? Can we make sure we re-rotate over to Hauser? He's the only guy who's in fuego tonight for the Celtics. He's 5 for 7 from three-point range so far tonight. He's got 15 points. He's leading them in scoring. All of them coming from three. I think he's taken 2 or 3 dribbles so far tonight. Can we just at least test his ability to attack a closeout? Right? He's okay at it. Like, he can do it, but he's not great at it. Force him to make a decision outside of just catching and shooting. Good timeout from Mike Brown, but I do not like the way the Knicks have come out to start this third quarter. Third quarter of doom needs to go away. That needs to be a relic of the past. We don't need no more third quarter of dooms. Get them out of here. Hauser with 15. He's the second leading scorer in the game. The only person who scored more than him is Towns with 16. Just that's at 8-0 runs. I mean, Mike Brown's not going to let it get to a 10-0 run. He's not going to do that. Good timeout from Mike Brown. Doug Fred said 30 points or more quarter. Awesome. They scored 42 points in that second quarter, by the way. Knicks scored 32 points in the second quarter. So the Boston Celtics, 14. Yikes. Mark said the rotation doesn't work coming out of the half. That rotation doesn't work coming out of the half. Which rotation? What do you mean? What do you mean rotation? Do you mean like the players on the court rotation, or like the actual defensive rotations of the players helping each other out? Doug Fresh said this is just great teamwork and defense. The players, yeah, they're just not a step slow. I don't know if I'd say they look a step slow, but they do. They are. The Celtics seem to like understand what the weaknesses are in the rotation, right? If they get, I guess it's Brunson, because Brunson is the guy on Hauser. So the way the Knicks defense is currently set up, as far as I understand it, is there's a ton of nail help. So if you have Brunson on help side, that's one way to attack him rather than bringing him into the action and allowing the Knicks to switch everything and then having him guard one-on-one. And so they're just forcing Brunson to slide over and help side and then swinging it around to his open man. But Mark said saw it so many times last year. I mean, look, to be fair, Hauser did chuck up like a 35-footer and he cashed it. You know, like it's hard to rotate out to the guy standing 35 feet away from the basket and he still shot it and got it to go. So to be fair on that one, Hauser is just locked in right now. But the Knicks allowed him to be locked in by not rotating to him properly earlier in the game and allowing him to get a rhythm. Towns hands it off the Bridges, cross court to McBride. McBride catches, sidestep, good pump fake three, and McBride finally gets one to go down. That's what we needed to see from Deuce McBride there. 9-10 to go here in the third quarter. Brown has it on the left wing, being guarded by Anunoby, backing him down, stop, turn, pivot. He's got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Pritchard and McBride. Jumps the passing lane, almost got it, but can't hold on to it, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Celtics. With Deuce McBride, exactly what we needed to see from Big Deuce. They get it up top to Brown. Brown bringing it down. Pulls it back out. No one steps up in the mid-range, and he comes up short on it. Brunson comes flying in for the rebound. Good rebound from Brunson. You like to see your guard snag those rebounds there. Brunson up top. Coming to his right off the town screen. Pull up three for Brunson. Don't love that shot, but he got it to go down anyway. That's what superstars do. There you go, JB. Back-to-back threes for the Knicks. Back up by 18. I love to see that. Brown on the left wing up top to Hauser. Hauser being guarded by Brunson. Over to Queta. Hands it off to Pritchard. Pritchard driving it down off the handoff, snaking it back to his right hand, has it along the baseline, being chased by McBride. Pritchard on the right wing, crosses over to his left, driving it down, leans in, step back, mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go. Nothing but net for Pritchard. His go-to pet move right there, and got it to go. McBride on the left wing, hands it off to Anunoby, up top to Towns. Towns being guarded by Queta. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson leans in, steps through, kicks out to Bridges. Bridges attacking the closeout. Mid-range pull-up jumper for Bridges. Well short. Rebound pops right back to Bridges. Kicks it out to Brunson. Open corner three. JB back-to-back three-point shots. There you go, my brother. Needed it. Needed it. Back up by 19. Let me get the 20-point lead right back. Here comes Pritchard coming off the screen. Snaking it. In the lane. Stops. Pump fake. Leans in. It's got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Hauser. Hauser. Good ball denial from McBride, forcing it back to Pritchard. Brunson switches onto him now. Pritchard has it up top. Shot clock down to 5. Over to Brown. He's got to go one-on-one against Anunoby. Driving it down. Mid-range. Fall-away jumper over OG. Good defense. Better offense from Jaylen Brown. That's what stars do. You take tough shots, and you make the tough shots. 73-56. Bridges bringing it down. Coming off a high Town screen. Crossing over to his right. Hauser chases him down and knocks the ball out of bounds. And the ball will remain with the Knicks. Darnell, what's up, Darnell? I thought I would never hear from you guys, Davis. What's up, Darnell? You get it into McBride in the right corner. Now out to Towns. Towns on the right wing. Tillman is in the game, guarding Towns. They get it back to McBride. McBride coming to his left. Tillman switches onto him. Brown dancing with it. Takes it out to Bridges. Bridges got to fire a deep three there, and he splashes it nothing but net. With the no hesitation three, and the Knicks have retaken the 20-point lead. That's what I want to see. Now let's build on it. Brown up top, coming to his left off the screen. At the foul line, pump fakes. There's nowhere to go, forced to kick it out to Tillman. Back to Brown, being guarded by Towns. Brown catches, jab step, pump fake. Now driving to his right, putting his head down, attacking. Cross-court pass to Simons, extra pass to Derek White. Excellent closeouts. Derek White fires up an air ball. The rotations on point during that possession right there. My goodness, McBride was right there for the extra pass over to Derek White. Excellent contest, hand held high, no foul, and forced up the air ball miss from Derek White. Brunson on the right wing being guarded by White. They get it out to Towns. Towns up top. Jab step, driving to his left. He's got a lane. Gets blocked out of bounds by Tillman, but that's because he got fouled by Tillman. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. Just as it had Mikhail range. When the three-pointers start going, the lead starts to build. And we get open threes now. We didn't get open threes with Thibodeau. We had very contested threes. We just had to knock them down. We just had to figure out how to knock them down. Why is Karl Anthony Towns' jersey so dirty? Why is his jersey so dirty? How do you get a dirty basketball jersey? You're on a court. You're indoors. Towns knocks down the free throw. Just that's at 43s minimum a night. Coach Brown wants. 43s is a pretty decent number. It's a pretty decent number. Mark said charcoal deodorant. That's what he tells people. No, probably. It's just a crazy look. How you get a dirty jersey indoors? Towns knocks down both free throws. Love it. McBride applying backcourt pressure to Simons. Dribbles it off his own foot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Deuce McBride with the backcourt. With the backcourt pressure. My goodness. Deuce McBride. I love Deuce McBride. Don't ever trade Deuce McBride. I need Deuce McBride to retire, Nick. I need Deuce McBride to retire, Nick. Anunoby has it in the left corner, up top to Towns. Towns hands it off to McBride. McBride driving it down off the handoff, leans in, pump fake. Kicks it up top to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right. One-on-one against Tillman. Crosses over to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Got to his spot. Got it to go. And now the Knicks are just getting what they want. 24-point lead. We're just getting what we want. Push it up to 30. Like I said, embarrass them tonight. Step on their neck. Step on their neck. Kick them while they're down. Brown has it. Curling off a Tillman screen. Kicks it out to nobody. Tillman able to save it, though. Back to Brown. Great switch for Bridges. Anunoby jumps the passing lane. Comes up with the steal. Over to Brown. It's a 2-on-1. Brunson. Lob. Bridges. Can't get the tip. Great hustle from Derek White to break it up, but we got to get that to go down on the fast break. We need the highlight. Hauser, straightaway three. He can't get it to go in transition. I love when the opponents miss open shots. And here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way with a 24-point lead. 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. Brunson up top, coming to us right off the town screen. Step back three over Tillman. He's feeling it. Well, sure, can't get it to go. Bridges with the offensive rebound, though, out to McBride. McBride inside the Towns. He's got positioning. He has it. They show two. Gets it knocked out of his hands. Come on, Towns. We gotta snatch that rebound or snatch that pass and kick it out. Simon's driving it against Brunson, gets the layup to go. Brunson tied him up, but couldn't hold on to it. Simon's able to pick it up and lay it up and in nice and easy. Under 5 to go. McBride bringing it down the other way. McBride dancing with it, crosses over, behind the back, up top to Towns. Towns catches, being guarded by Tillman. Jab step, dancing with it, driving to his right, loses the handle. Towns, some sloppy play from Towns. Come on, brother. Come on. I know the quad is bothering you, which is why we don't need you to do a little bit more than what you're doing right now. And Brown stepped on the baseline as he's trying to attack out of the corner. Ball going back the other way. Yes, sir. Love to see it. Love to see it. Go ahead and embarrass the Celtics tonight. I want this lead to be 30+. 30+ by the end of the quarter. 4:30 to go. I need it. I need it deep in my soul. I need it. Watch said it's like when Holmes beat Ali, it didn't mean much. It don't matter, brother. It's cathartic. It's cathartic. Don't care. Don't care. Because Jason Tatum will be back eventually. And then the Celtics will eventually be a force again. And so while you're down, I got to kick you. I got to kick the Celtics while they're down because you will get back up eventually. But while you're down, I need to kick you. McBride all the way to the rim. Got the layup to go over Tillman. Embarrassed them, Deucey. Yes, sir. All the way to the rim. They can't guard you, brother. This is your half. Simon's dancing with it up top to Brown. Brown fires a three. He's been off all night long, but he got that one to go from three-point range. Hugo Gonzalez is in the game, guarding Brunson full court. Brunson bringing it down. JB has it up top. Coming to his left off a town screen. Over to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing. Cross court to McBride. McBride launches the three over Brown. Line me up. Can't get it to go, but a foul on Gonzalez. Getting too physical with Towns. Big Rud said, you can't have mercy for the weak in this league. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No prisoners mentality. We're not taking prisoners. We ending it tonight. Foot on the neck. Darnell reminding people of the like button. Appreciate you, Darnell. If you're enjoying the show tonight, go ahead, hit that like button. Leave a thumbs up. I'd very much appreciate it. It's free, and it's by far the best way to support the channel. Shamet turns it over, trying to swing it over to Josh Hart in the corner. We got some substitutions here. The Celtics with Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Chris Boucher, Anthony Simons, and Hugo Gonzalez out there. The New York Knicks with Mikal Bridges, Gershon Yabusele, Josh Hart, Landry Shamet, and Tyler Kolek. A full bench lineup with Mikal Bridges out there right now. Derek White bringing it down. White has it up top. Get it over to Simons. Simons dancing with it against Brown. Up top to White. Inside to Brown, who's got the post positioning over Shaman, and he got the easy layup to go. All right, don't let them crawl back in. Come on, Knicks. Don't let them crawl back in. 63 to 82, 3:30 to go. Josh Hart hands it off to Shaman. Shaman back to Hart. Over to Big Yabu. Yabu out of the high post. Hands it off to Hart. Loses the handle. Yabusele picks it up. Yabusele loses the handle. Good effort from Hugo Gonzalez here to break up the offensive pressure here. Tyler Kolek dribbling it down. Gonzalez jumps the lane. Tyler Kolek picks it off. Bridges picks it up. And it's a shot clock violation. Ball going to the Celtics there. Great defense from the Celtics. Great defense. But the Knicks got to wake up here. Come on. Come on, Knicks. I'm treating this like the Knicks are down by 7 right now. Lock in, Knicks. Lock in. I don't care that you're up 19. I want to be up 25. Ninja said, do you think Şengün can get 3 more rebounds? I do. It's too early in that game. Isn't that game like a what, halftime? We'll go through the box scores in a second, Ninja. Simons has it. Up top to Boucher. Boucher makes the handoff. Gets it out to Simons. Simons coming to his right. Steps back behind the back. Yabusele steps out to guard him. Crosses over. Down the lane. Puts up a tough contested shot. Good help from Josh Hart. And we knock the rebound back to Josh Hart. Josh Hart hit ahead to Shaman. Shaman, a pull. Nope. Fakes the pull up. Forces a pass inside the Yabusele. Another bad pass from Shamet. Come on, Shamet, lock in, brother, lock in, Shamet. Brown driving it down, kicks it out to Derek White. Derek White over Shamet. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart almost had the rebound, lost it, but they called the loose ball foul, and Jaylen Brown ball going back the other way. There you go, Big Josh. There you go, Big Josh. Being Josh Hart out there. Yes, sir. Being Josh Hart out there. Watcher said, best play-by-play on YouTube right here. Appreciate you, Watcher. Appreciate you. We just having fun watching basketball together, so I appreciate that, man. Trying my best here. OG Roo said, put the boot into him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. James Sumler, what's up, James? The Flea said your international super chat is not functioning? Oh, no, that's unfortunate. I got to look into that, Mr. Fleas. I got to look into that. Not sure why. Not sure why. Can I look into that from here? It's weird. It's weird. Because if I go to here, all of it is active. All of it is active. Not sure why international super chat is not working. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Fleas, but I don't need your money, brother. I appreciate you wanting to support my man. But if you could just go ahead and hit a like, that's all I ask for. Hit a like and subscribe. Just that to New Jersey is considered internationally deceptive. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm going to have to look it up and investigate a little bit because when I go to it, all of it is turned on. Not sure why that's not working for you. Sorry about that, Mr. Fleas, but we'll figure it out. But there's other ways to support, my man. There's other ways to support. Darnell said Knicks need to move the ball. 82-63. Ball movement has ticked down just a little bit here. But also, the Celtics have turned up the defensive intensity for sure. They're jumping passing lanes, making it difficult for the Knicks to move the ball right now. They have to adjust. Brent Baronet, what's up, Brent? That's true, 100%. Thank you, Brent. Hope you're enjoying the show tonight. Joe said, thanks for the game, Sheffy. Of course. We're going to be live for every single Knicks game. This is the season. We are going for the championship this year. This is the season. We're going to be in the finals. So we have to document the year. Watcher said, you calling any other games after this? Not tonight. We will be live. We're going to be off tomorrow. No game tomorrow for Saturday. We will be live again on Sunday for Knicks Heat. As a matter of fact, we can look right now during halftime. Not halftime. Look right now during the commercial break for Saturday. We're off. Sunday we're doing Knicks Heat. Celtics Pistons. I want to do a back-to-back Celtics game. Late game. If Knicks tipping off at 6, they're probably going to end around 8:30-ish. 9 o'clock game. Blazers Clippers. Lakers Kings. Maybe we do Lakers Kings. Maybe we do Blazers Clippers. Try to do 2 games tomorrow on Sunday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But here we go. We're back into it. Boucher with a great block. They swing it back to Anunoby on the rebound, though. He comes up well short. Loose ball. And the Knicks can't get to it. Simons digs it out. Simons bringing it down now. Simons swings it over to Pritchard, who's back in. Back over to Simons. Simons hands it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez driving to his left. Down the lane, scoop play with the left hand. Got it to go. Hugo Gonzalez looking good out there. The rookie. Kolek up top, crossing over to his left. Back up top to Yabu. Yabusele up top. Hands it off to Kolek. Kolek crossing over to his left, driving it down. Swing pass out to Josh Hart. Wide open right corner 3. Gets blocked by Chris Boucher. The third time Chris Boucher has blocked Josh Hart. Chris Boucher's got 5 blocks now tonight. Can we hit him with a pump fake maybe? My man is going for every shot. Can we hit Chris Boucher with a pump fake? Ronnie Barala said, need Hauser to give 20 points. He might get to 20 points. He might. He's got 15 already. Only problem is that he would need 2 more threes because all of his points have come from the 3-point line. Yabusele attacking, leaves it off for Kolek at the last second. Kolek got it to go. I don't think he got it off I don't think he got it off in time. I'm sure they'll go back and review it, but they're going to give him the 2 points for now. So it's 84-65. Simons has it up top, but the Knicks might lose those 2 points there. Simons coming to his right, up top to Boucher. Boucher being guarded by Yabusele. Over to Simons. Simons coming to his right, dancing with it against Kolek, calling for a screen. Coming to his left. They show to Kolek coming up with the steal. Kolek, not a bad defender, baby. Josh Hart bringing it down. Over to Kolek. Kolek, cross court, Anunoby in the corner. Catches, jab step, driving it in on Boucher, and throws it to nobody. Doing too much there from the Knicks. Stop and pop from Pritchard. Can't get it to go. And the Knicks are a foul. Hugo Gonzalez running right into him. It's either on Shamet or Hart, but either way. And they're showing the replay here. That Kolek shot should not count. That Kolek shot is not going to count. They'll take the 2 points away when the refs go to look at it. Under a minute to go here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take the 2 points away now because we know they're going to do that. They're going to do that at the end of the quarter. So I'm going to take the 2 points away now so we know what the actual score is. Brown has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. The Knicks with Towns, who just subbed in for Yabusele. Anunoby, Shamet, Hart, and Kolek. Brown in the mid-range, all the way over Anunoby. Excellent defense, can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Josh Hart. Josh Hart shot out of a cannon, bringing it down. Now he's going to slow it down. Over to Towns. Towns up top. Over to Kolek. Kolek driving to his left on Simons. Loses the handle, but that's because he got fouled by Simons. Mark said OG's passes need to be better. They do, but this is probably the first time in OG's NBA career where a coach has really trusted him and put the ball in his hands and asked him to, they're not asking him to be a creator, but ask him to be a bit of an initiator. So it'll be an adjustment. It'll be an adjustment. We talked about in preseason, a lot of things are going to be about adjusting, right? The offense, the defense, the rotations, the communication. We're going to see some slippage from the Knicks as the season goes on, but it'll get tighter and tighter and tighter as we get closer to the playoffs, so we get closer to the end of the regular season. They did take the 2 points away, 82-65. Under 30 seconds to go. Kolek lobs it into Anunoby, gets knocked away by Boucher. Can we stop testing Boucher? Shamet, great defense. Great defense, ties up Gonzalez, and he throws it up at the rim, and it gets knocked out of bounds by the Celtics. They're going to give it to Josh Hart, and they inbound it, no challenge. Here comes Josh Hart, bringing it down, 17 seconds to go. Over to Kolek. Knicks up by 17. Over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's going to look to attack. Takes it out to a wide open Shamet. Left corner three. Get it to go. They call an offensive foul on Towns. Can we at least count the three? Can we at least count the three? Great pass from Josh Hart. That's not a foul. That's not a foul on Towns. That's a bad call. It's a small little ticky-tack nonsense. I think that's a bad call. Boucher did a great job of selling it. Should be 3 points for Shamet. Brown bringing it down, 5 seconds. Got more than enough time to get a clean look. Driving it in on Shamet. Stop, pump fake, fall away over 3 defenders. Can't get it to go, and that's the end of the third quarter there. Knicks go into the fourth quarter with a 17-point lead. Should have been 20, but it got erased. The 3-point call got erased with the Towns offensive foul holding on to Boucher. Even if I think it was a little ticky-tack foul and it wasn't really a foul, it was called. And so now we're sitting here with a 17-point lead instead of a 20-point lead. So they got to lock in here in the fourth quarter. 17 points is a whole lot of nothing in modern basketball. That's easily back in the day is equivalent to like a 6 or 8 point lead, right? Whole lot of nothing. Couple of threes from Hauser. Brown gets it going. Pritchard maybe knocks one down eventually. And then all of a sudden it's a basketball game again. So the Knicks had to lock in here in the fourth quarter. I'm thinking we're going into the fourth quarter. This is like a 2-point game. That's my mentality. 2-point game here tonight. Run the score up. AB said the streaming quality on Prime is real good. It is. It is. That's a good point. That's a great point, AP, because the streaming quality on NBA League Pass, terrible. The streaming quality on, I haven't seen Peacock yet. What's the other streaming sites we use? League Pass is terrible. YouTube TV is not great. Not great. This is much better than YouTube TV, I will say that, in terms of the quality of it. Hattie, what's up, Hattie? Just that's a JB clutch. Still just for the fun of it? No, we're done with that. We're done with that for now. Done with that for now. Not until we play a real team. Darnell said, bring the bench back and take over. The bench was in to end the quarter. That was the bench unit. Just that said, mine went blurry a few times. I haven't had any issues personally. Brittany Kelly, back as promised. Appreciate you, Brittany Kelly. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Darlene said, let's close out this game. Absolutely, Darlene, absolutely. 12 more minutes of basketball. Put it up on the clock. Let's close it out. My man, Knicks will be 2026 champs, said. Knicks will be 2026 champs. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. You know it. You already know it. Ronnie said, I hate these different subscriptions. Just want to watch that one NBA game. I know, man. I know. We've talked about it. I have 5 different subscriptions to watch basketball this season. I have the Gotham Sports app just to watch the Knicks. I have YouTube TV to watch ESPN. I have Amazon Prime to watch the Prime games. I got Peacock to watch the Peacock games. And then I have NBA League Pass to watch the other games that are nationally televised. So, you know, it sucks. 5 different subscription services just to watch the NBA season. Brittany Kelly said, it's my birthday. Going to win some money. Happy birthday, Brittany. Happy birthday. Going to the 4th. All right, I was about to go around the league real quick. We're here. Start the 4th. 12 minutes on the clock. Ready to go. Derek White up top, being guarded by Bridges. You get it over to Simons. The Knicks come out with Kolek, Bridges, Clarkson, McBride, and Towns. Interesting. Pritchard, a straightaway 3. He gets it to go down. I'm saying, watch out. Pritchard's been ice cold all night long. He can get it going here in the 4th quarter. It's a 14-point game. It's a whole lot of nothing right there. This might as well be a 2-point game. McBride bringing it down against the Pritchard pressure. McBride gets it over to Towns. Back to McBride. Coming to his right. They go under the screen. McBride off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Towns snatches it. Towns, mid-range, one-legged fall-away jumper. You know I hate those shots. He never gets them to go, and he misses that one right there. Boucher with the rebound. Here comes Pritchard. Pritchard being picked up by Kolek. Coming to his right off the screen. Driving it down. And a foul on Kolek. Holding on to Pritchard as he was handling it. Boucher has it. Hands it off to White. White has it up top, being guarded by Bridges, excuse me. White coming to his right, off the Boucher screen, throws up a floater, can't get it to go. Gonzalez comes flying in for the putback layup. Knicks not locking in here, and it is a 12-point game. Anybody's game at this point. Knicks got to lock in. Kolek bringing it down against Simons. Kolek coming to his right, off the town screen, behind the back pass to nobody as Simons picks it off. Simons leaves it off for Gonzalez. Gonzalez leaves it back off for Simons. Simons goes up, gets blocked by McBride, and we're pushing it the other way. McBride over to Clarkson. Clarkson, a terrible pull-up 3. Can't get it to go. Towns, the offensive rebound, goes up. Can't get it to go. Gets his own putback. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. In the paint, goes up. Can't get it to go. But that's because he's eventually fouled and he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Oof. So Towns is at the foul line for 2 free throws. Darlene said Knicks coming out slow. They'll pick it up. They'll pick it up. But you don't want this lead back to single digits. Don't give them hope. Mike Mode, what's up, Mike? Let's go Knicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Towns just needs to knock down his free throws, and he knocks down the first one there. He's got one more coming. Towns has one more coming. Knocked the first one down, and he rattles in the second one. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, Big Towns. The Knicks have been excellent free throw shooters so far to start the year, both against Cleveland and again here tonight. Derek White has it up top. They get it over to Simons. Simons being guarded by Kolek. Coming to his right. Now crossing over to his left off the Boucher screen. Taking it back to his right hand. Step back, fall away mid-ranger. Rattles it in over Towns. And here come the Celtics, man. Here come the Celtics. They're back into it. It's a 12-point game. Hugo Gonzalez has done a great job of giving them great effort here. They swing it over to Bridges. Bridges gets it over to McBride. McBride over to Kolek. Kolek coming to his left. Behind the back. Back up top to Towns. A deep straightaway three over Boucher. And there you go. Karl Anthony Towns. Give us back the lead, brother. Bring us back with the lead. 15-point lead for the Knicks, 72-87. Bridges guarding Pritchard up top. Gets it out to White. Derek White coming to his left. Derek White crosses over on McBride, driving it down, leans in, draws the foul, and Deuce McBride is going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. I don't know if I like that foul call, but it will send him to the foul line for 3 free throws here. For 2 free throws, excuse me. That's it. Celtics had 2 early quarter 8-0 runs that led to nothing. The mark of a good team for the Knicks, right? I say it all the time. If the NBA is a game of runs, you have to be able to absorb the blows that the Celtics will deliver or that the opponent team will deliver, and then you have to be able to respond, right? If you're up 15 and they go on an 8-0 run, you can't freak out when it's a 7-point game now. You have to be able to, okay, good run. Now let me answer. Now let me throw you a 3, get fouled, get to the foul line, a quick 5-0 run, break the momentum up. That's it. Ignoring the World Series until nothing else is on. I appreciate the updates, Mark. I appreciate the updates. Derek White does knock down both of his free throws. 74-87, 9:20 to go. Kolek gets it knocked out by the half-court line, throws it over to Bridges, but he threw it out of bounds. And it might be time to get Kolek out of the game right now. Not a great fourth quarter from him right now. Hugo Gonzalez is giving him issues. Simons driving it down, Euro steps, and gets fouled by Clarkson. Are they going to say it's in the act of shooting and get him free throws, or is it going to be side out of bounds? Looks like they're going to give him free throws. Mark said JB checking in just in time. Captain Clutch. Throw the cape on, JB. Throw the cape on. Anthony Simons at the foul line. And he misses a free throw. We love when our opponents miss free throws. Now miss another one for me. Miss 2 in a row. I would love if you missed 2 in a row, Anthony Simons. I would absolutely adore it. It's a 13-point game right now. I would absolutely adore it if you can miss 2 in a row. He does knock down the second one. Unfortunately, he let me down. Kolek bringing it down. Kolek has it up top. Gets it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Boucher. Boucher swing through to his left, draws the foul, gets the layup to go. No, they say foul on the floor? They say foul on the floor? Now my stream is stuttering, by the way. Now we're really stuttering. We're not going to give him the continuation? We really not going to do that? As the stream's really stuttering now? Come on, stream. Kodak Hightower, what's up, Kodak? I'm really stuttering now on my stream. I don't like it. We get it in the Bridges in the corner, and he turns it over. I didn't get to see it because we're stuttering. Derek White bringing it down. I can't see the play. Over to Pritchard. Pritchard back to White. White can't hit the 3. Towns with the rebound. Excellent rebound over Gonzalez. Gonzalez come flying in for some rebounds. We got to get Josh Hart in there. Runs in a pull of 3. And I guess he missed it. I'm going to have to refresh this page or something. This is getting rough. We're going to get a timeout. Perfect time. Perfect time to refresh the page. Because we are stuttering right now. Just that to JB with 5 minutes left in the game would be clutchy. 8:30 to go. Page is unresponsive. Thanks, Amazon Prime. Thanks. We reload the page now. Thanks. I have to go back to the stream. Watch the main broadcast. Thanks. Thanks. All right, we're back in. Now we're getting a little blurry. Now we're a little bit blurry. But it's fine. At least we're live. At least we're back live. Mark said AP jinxed. Darnell said we need that hard defense and some smart plays. We'll get Anunoby back in there at some point. See, this is a perfect time of when you need Mitchell Robinson in the game, you know? No hug Porty. No hug Porty tonight is very interesting. Sire Love, what's up, Sire? Looks like the Hawks are going to be able to pull it out against the Magic. All right. All right. Hawks are going to be able to pull it out. There you go. And that's the final score. Hawks beat the Magic by 4. Okay. Okay. Cavs and Nets in a 13. It's a 13-point game. I was going to say it's closer than the Cavs want, but 13 points is fine. Fine, I guess. Knicks Celtics at 12, so yeah, I get it. Pistons beating the Rockets. Interesting. AD does have 15. I am interested in this Spurs Pelicans game. Wemby's 10 for 16. Wemby, man. Goddamn Wemby. 10 for 16 from the floor. He's fully evolved. There is no stopping this man anymore. There's no stopping this man anymore. I said, yeah, why not Hucky? I think it's a matchup. It's a matchup thing. He wants to spread it out and go 5 out against the Boston Celtics. He needed the big in size against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's smart coaching. I think Huck would still be valuable here tonight, but decided to go with Yabusele at the small ball 5. Wembanyama 10 for 16. He's only taken 2 threes, which is an excellent sign for the Spurs. 21-9. He has 7 blocks. 7 blocks for Wemby. If we go down to Zion, Zion's only 4 for 9 for 14 points. He is getting fouled. Taking 10 free throws so far. And it's still only a 5-point game, too. Still only a 5-point game. Here we go. $75-87. Derek White bringing it down. 8:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Knicks come out with Towns, Clarkson, Bridges, Brunson, and McBride. Queta has it up top. He's back in the game along with Pritchard, Derek White, Hauser, and Hugo Gonzalez. Queta's got to chuck up a floater. The shot clock winding down. Can't get it to go. Good box out from the Knicks, and Bridges sneaks in and steals the rebound. Bridges gets it over to McBride. McBride over to Brunson. Brunson, quick jab step, driving it down. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Wide open midi. Got to get those to go down, JB. That's your go-to. That's your pet shot. He was too wide open. He needs a hand to contest him with. Derek White walks into a pull-up 3. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Towns has it. And gets fouled by Pritchard. I know, Towns was out of bounds. No foul on Pritchard. Bernard Johnson said the Knicks need to settle down and play defense, for sure. Celtic Hightower is Brunson back in. Brunson is back in the game. Knicks call a timeout, and I think they're going to challenge here. They are going to challenge. Green light has been lit. Eamon Owis, what's up, Eamon? Mark said Pritchard pushed him. Yeah, I don't think they're going to call it, though. I don't think that's the kind of thing you would call in a replay. Maybe they will. Maybe. I don't think there's enough contact there, though. I think that's just a play on. Just that's an NBA balance with young, mid-aged, and old stars as I've ever seen it. Yeah, man, it's pretty balanced around the league. And it's really just due to the fact that the old players have just not aged out of being stars yet. You know? Like, even the oldest guys in the league, like LeBron, KD, Steph Curry, the obvious ones, still stars. Some would even say still superstars in the league. And then young players coming in, like, ready to go right away. This season we're missing Halliburton, we're missing Tatum, and yet it still feels like we're filled with a bunch of stars in the league. Darnell reminding people to hit the like button. Yes, if you're in here enjoying the show, please go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, and like the stream. It is by far, more than anything else you can do, the best way to show support for the channel, y'all. We have been growing exponentially since we started doing other NBA games as well. We will continue to do that throughout the regular season, so I very much appreciate the support you guys have given. The Flea said Pritchard White still in single digits. Yeah, Derek White with 7 points, Peyton Pritchard with 8 points. Derek White's 2 for 12 from the field tonight and 1 for 7 from 3. And Peyton Pritchard is 2 for 8, 1 for 6 from 3. 5 points, 5 rebounds for him, 3 points, 3 rebounds for Derek White. Towns tonight, 5 for 14 from the field. He has hit 4 threes, 4 for 6 from three-point range, 23 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. Bridges with 12, 6, and 2. Brunson with 19. McBride with 7. Clarkson with 6, who's in the game right now. Knicks only up by 12, and I don't love the fact that Pritchard and Derek White have not played particularly well tonight. And Jaylen Brown's been okay, and they're only up 12. I need them to play better. I mean, they were up by as many as 22, I think was the largest lead. Or 24 was the largest lead, I think. But I need them to get back to that. Right? The lead has been cut in half. I need them to get back to it. All right, here we go. We're back in. Successful challenge. And they're going to call a foul on Peyton Pritchard here. And so the Knicks are bringing it down. Hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges crosses over. Mid-range fall-away jumper. In and out, halfway down. Can't get it to stay. And Kuwaita clears with a nice, strong rebound. And here comes Pritchard bringing it down the other way. Coming to his right. Gets it over to Hauser. Curling off a screen. Fires the three. In and out, halfway down. Can't get it to go. And Bridges doing a great job of battling for that rebound. Clarkson picks it up the loose ball, and now here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way, turning on the Jets, driving it down, a lot of contact, floater, got it to go. Where's my foul call? Running him over, come on. Can't just knock a guy down like that. If that was a jump shot, that'd be a foul. But because it's a floater, it's not. They swing it over to Pritchard as Brunson was on the floor. He can't get it to go. Kuwaita does grab the offensive rebound out to White, extra pass to Hauser. They run him off the line. No, one dribble pull-up three, and he splashes it. They tried to run him off the line, but he took the one dribble sidestep three anyway. Bridges bringing it down. Hands it off to Brunson, being chased by Gonzalez. Brunson driving it down, pump fake, steps through, stops, turns, spins, one-legged fall-away jumper. Well short, but he gets fouled by Gonzalez. Is going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Alyssa, I love the live so much, Chefy. I appreciate you, Alyssa. Appreciate you. Mark said, boom, told you. I'm just never confident in the officials to actually make the call. But you did call it, Mark. You did call it. Slim Slam said apply more pressure. They're trying. Brunson does knock down the free throw. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, JB. Got one more coming. It's back up by 12. Trying to go up 13 here. Brunson hit the first one. Brunson knocks down the second one. Mike Brown actually got these boys practicing their free throws, y'all. They're actually out there practicing their free throws, y'all. Pritchard dancing with it up top. Crossing over to his left, driving it down. In the paint, kicks it out. Derek White in the corner. Jordan Clarkson strips him and comes up with the steal, but it kicks the ball and he can't hold on to it. Hauser picks it up, and it's a brand new 24 on the shot clock. Brown's going to drive it down, spins, and throws it to nobody. Excellent defense from Deuce McBride. Good dig help from Gershon Yabusele. Brown throws it out of bounds. Here come the Knicks, bringing it down the other way. Bridges has it up top. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson back to Bridges. Bridges driving it down in the mid-range. Pump fakes, steps through, one-legged floater, off the back rim, can't get it to go. We gotta get some of these go-to mid-range shots to go down. Mikhail, those are your go-tos. Brown loses the handle, picks it back up. Brunson comes out to guard him. Brown's going to take him back to the post, leans in. They show double team, kicks it out to Gonzalez, extra pass to White. White pump fakes, now puts it up and gets it to go down over Yabusele. A good closeout, but Derek White unfazed and a timeout from Mike Brown. 10-point game right now. Anybody's game. Could go either way. Watch that. Celtics still in this game oddly. Playing well. And the Knicks allowing them back in. Not locking in the way they should have. We are past the halfway point here. 5:57 to go here in the fourth quarter. Knicks call a timeout after the Derek White made 3. But I think you're going to have to get Mike Brown going to have to make some substitutions here. Final 6 minutes of the fourth quarter here. We get Towns back in. We get Anunoby's got to come back in at some point. OG's got to be in the game. He is in the game. He's sitting on the bench. So here we go, coming back out. Who's coming on the floor? OG's going to have to be coming back into the game, I assume. He's too important to not close the game out with OG right now. Just that's and Mikhail is spent. Yeah, probably. Josh Hart comes into the game for Bridges, and Anunoby comes in for Yabusele. So we have a Josh Hart, OG Anunoby front court right now, extremely small, to match the Celtics being extremely small. No center on the court for either side. Brunson, 1-on-1 against Hauser, mid-range pull-up jumper, in and out halfway down. Josh Hart snags the rebound, out to McBride, a 3, line me up. Off the back rim. Josh Hart, another rebound over to Brunson. Brunson, driving it down in the lane, scoop layup. Got it to go, there you go, JB. 3's not falling, let me get a layup. Smart move. But Josh Hart, 2 offensive rebounds. Come on, the Knicks with 21 offensive rebounds tonight, and we don't even have Mitchell Robinson. They get it over to Jaylen Brown, pump fakes, driving it down against Brunson, leans in, gets the floater to go over Brunson. Strong move, strong drive from Jaylen Brown. And Anunoby comes up limping bad. Is he cramping? Anunoby's still in the backcourt. We got to call a timeout. Now he comes into the front court. And a timeout. He's got a bad limp to him. He doesn't look concerned. It might just be cramps. I think it's cramps. Oh, we're going back to the locker room. Don't like to see that. We can't have nice things, y'all. You know we can't have nice things. Darnell said, when you make your foul shot, you make your point stock. George Jones said, I hope it's cramps. He didn't look concerned, is why I assume it's cramps, right? And I've done that walk before. If you guys have been like an athlete, or even if you're just like hanging out with your friends and you're doing some kind of physical activity all day, like running around or playing in the park or whatever, and you've gotten cramps, you've done that exact walk that I just saw OG Anunoby do, where he was like, with the straight legs, you don't bend your knees at all, you just got the straight leg walk. That's the cramp walk right there. So I assume it's cramps. He's gonna go back to the locker room. It might be a bad cramp, not just like let me stretch it out real quick. Like let me go back there, get the roll it out, throw some icy hot on there, really stretch it out real nice. But I don't think he's gonna come back into the game. We saw Amin Thompson deal with cramps the other night as well. Oh, he didn't go to the locker room. He's still on the bench. But it might be cramps. And if it's cramps, it's all right. Right? It's all right. And a 5-second violation for the Knicks. Can't even inbound the ball right now. The Celtics are taking up their defense. Shout out the Celtics. But again, I think it's cramps because he's still on the bench, stretching it out and whatnot. But I think he'll be all right. But he's going to be done for the night. You don't play through cramps like that, right? You can't. Because that's how you strain a muscle and then you're out for a month, you know? Pritchard gets it over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown away. A 3. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Josh Hart saves it. Towns able to snag it. Out of bounds. All for the Celtics. Ball going back to the Knicks. Whew. Knicks still holding on to this 10-point lead here. Dan Eugen said I need Carl to hit that 25. Sitting on 23. I think he's going to get to 25. Brunson bringing it down. He has it in the front court. Driving it down in the lane. Throws up the floater over White. Gets it to go down. There you go, JB. Captain Clutch. You got the cape on right now. Yeah, they're stretching out Anunoby. It's cramps. It's cramps. And he's going to be fine, but he's going to be done for the night. You don't play through cramps. That's how you strain a muscle. The Knicks should be able to pull it out without him. Derek White leans in. Throws up a shot. Looking for the foul call. He doesn't get it. Tosses up an air ball and goes out of bounds. And Brunson bringing it down. He has it up top. Gets it over to Towns. Towns hits Brunson coming back door. Brunson pulls it back out with Queta guarding him. They show two defenders at him. Cross court over to McBride. McBride back to Brunson. He's got Derek White on him. Not the guy you want to go at right now. Derek White's an excellent defender. Brunson's going to go at him, though, with the shot clock winding down. Loses the handle. He's surrounded by three defenders. Shovels it over to Towns. He's got to quickly flip it up at the basket. Can't get it to go down. Here come the Celtics. Full head of steam. Driving it down. It's Jaylen Brown. Smokes a layup. But that's because they call the foul on Josh Hart. It's going to send Jaylen Brown to the foul line for 2 free throws. And cut it back to 10. Knicks just keeping the Celtics an arm's distance away. Wish they would have pulled away earlier, but you know, gotta give the Celtics credit. They do have the heart of a champion. They're not going to go away quietly. Just that said, Knicks aren't the Giants that blow big leads late. We hope so. We hope so. I don't think they are. You never know. Brown does knock down his free throw. He's got one more coming. Jonathan Brown, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I don't think I can go that far, but I appreciate you, John. I appreciate you. Brown misses the second free throw. Derek White misses the tip. Josh Hart with the rebound, and we're pushing the other way. But knocked out of bounds by the Celtics, so the Knicks will have to slow it down. Brunson hands it off to Bridges. Miscommunication from the Celtics. Bridges drives it down. Now we're going to pull it back out. Hands it off to McBride. McBride driving to his left on Derek White. Blows past him. Kicks it out to a wide open Josh Hart. Line me up, Josh. Airballs it. Ugly. Here comes Brown pushing the other way. Over to Queta on transition. Gets blocked by Brunson, and they call a foul on Brunson. And Brunson saying challenge it immediately. When was the last time we saw Jaylen Brunson block a center? I don't think ever. I don't think I've ever seen Jaylen Brunson block a center. Show me the replay. Did he get it clean? He immediately signaled for a challenge. I don't know. He got arm on the follow-through. Brunson got arm on the follow-through. They're not going to use the challenge there. Probably because they don't think Queta's a good free throw shooter, but he does knock down the first one there. Back to 10. I need Queta to miss a free throw so we can hold on to this double-digit lead. Gotta hold on to the double-digit lead. Come on, Queta. And he misses the free throw. He misses the free throw. Josh Hart's got to have like 20 rebounds. Every time I look up, Josh Hart snags yet another rebound. Brunson bringing it down against Gonzalez. Brunson on the left wing. Inside pass to Josh Hart. Josh Hart in the paint. Kicks it out to Towns. Towns over to Brunson. Brunson. Pass fake. Driving it down. Spins in the lane. Under the basket. Kicks it out. McBride. A right corner three. Splashes it. Huge shot for Deuce McBride. Every time we've needed a big shot so far this season in the first 2 games, who's come up with it? Deuce McBride. 2:40 to go here, and the Knicks with a 13-point lead. Brown pulls it out. Coming to his left off the Queta screen. Driving it down in the lane against Towns. Gets the lefty layup to go. Great finish from Jaylen Brown there. Got to restart the timer. 2:30 to go here. Unless I was. No, I was not. Josh Hart bringing it down. Has it on the right wing. Over to Towns. It's Brunson coming back door. Back to Hart. Back to Brunson. Brunson. Being guarded by Jaylen Brown. Said, I got my cape on. Inside pass to Towns. Easy reverse dunk. Beautiful dime from Jaylen Brunson, drawing all of the attention and dropping it off. Bridges Can't get to the Derek White layup as he blew past the whole defense. Bridges tried to hustle back for the chase down. Couldn't get it. Towns bringing it down. Quaita's going to pick him up at the half-court line. And a foul by Quaita. And Joe Mazzulla's looking at him like, what are you doing? So the Knicks will be bringing it down. They're holding on to this 11-point lead for dear life. Oh, no. The Knicks are in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus. But 2 free throws for Karl-Anthony Towns. Knock down your free throws, please. Please knock down your free throws. Or favor, knock down your free throws. We are at the 2-minute warning here. 1:54 exactly. Towns misses a free throw. Misses a free throw. Can't be missing free throws, y'all. Can't be missing free throws. Sam Hauser checking in for Hugo Gonzalez here. Excellent minutes from the rookie in his NBA debut. Excellent minutes. Darnell said, we need the Knicks to win so we can see them on TNT ESPN. Towns at least rattles in the second one. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it, Towns. Right? You're not going to shoot 100% from the foul line, but that's your lone miss. Now knock down the rest of them. Jaylen Brown coming to his right, a pull-up three. He's been off all night, but he splashes that one right there. I guess he hasn't been off all night. He's been pretty decent. And now it's a 9-point lead. See, this is what I didn't want. If Towns had knocked down that other free throw, it would still be 10. Now it's a single-digit game. Bridges has it on the right wing. Get it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Pritchard. Coming to his right. Hauser switches on to him. A deep pull-up three from Brunson and got it to go. Okay. Okay, JB got the cape on, y'all. Jalen Brunson went out there and put the cape on. He said, oh, y'all must have forgot who I was. Y'all must have forgot. Brown driving it down. They swing it over to White. Excellent closeout from Deuce McBride. And they call a foul on Deuce? Where was the foul? They give Derek White the continuation, making the three, and they're going to send Derek White to the foul line for one more. Where is the foul? Where is the foul? Terrible call. Horrific call. Unless they showed a bad camera angle. Derek White at the line. Misses another free throw. Love missed free throws from the opponent, y'all. Absolutely adore him. Josh Hart rips away another rebound, by the way. It's going to be glorious looking at the box scores to see Josh Hart with like a million rebounds. McBride has it. Up top the Bridges. Bridges kicks it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart attacking. Stops. Turns. Spins. Fall away foul line jumper. Can't get it to go. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. 9-point game. Brown bringing it down. Brown steps back. Hesitates. Kicks it out to nobody. Jaylen Brown just doing way too much out there. Just threw it over to nobody. And the Knicks will bring it down with 42 seconds to go. And this one's slipping away from the Celtics. They've had their opportunities. George Jones said, ball don't lie. Yes, sir. Ball don't lie. Brunson has it and gets fouled by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown just looks completely uninterested tonight for whatever reason. Just the vibe he has shown tonight. Mark said shots hard is off. I mean, it's his first game of the season. He's coming off the back spasms. He's got the finger injury. The shot's going to be off all season long. It might be the worst shooting year of his career. It might be. It might be. He's got a little limp to him here, too. So, Josh Hart in 18 minutes tonight. 2 points, 13 rebounds for Josh Hart. They just threw it up on the screen here. 13 big old rebounds for Josh Hart. Mark said it'll get better. I don't know if it'll get better this season, Mark. I mean, it's not going to be terrible, but he's with the finger injury, now the back injury, the balance is off, the lift is not going to be there. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough shooting year for Josh Hart. But we don't need him to shoot it all that well if he can rebound the way he's rebounding. Brunson knocks down the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Hey, Hazy, 82-0, still on the table. 82-0, still on the table. Rated E for emotion says Celtics on rebuilding mode. I don't know if that's true. Karl-Anthony Towns subs out to a nice standing ovation from the crowd. Yes, sir. Much deserved, Big Cat. Much deserved. Battling through the injury. We get it, brother. We get it. Love to see the young man battle. I guess he's getting pretty old. Brunson misses the second free throw. Come on, we need all the points we can get, JB. We got to pad these stats. Walsh has it on the right wing. Celtics have emptied the bench. Over to Pritchard, driving it down in the lane. Pump fake, all the way. Comes up short. A rebound for a big man for the Celtics. I don't know the name of. My apologies. Shamet Skine for a rebound and saves it over to Josh Hart. Brunson will bring it down. The shot clock is off, and that'll be the end of the game as the Knicks hold on to the double-digit lead and are going to end up winning it by 10. Mark said Josh is going to retire after next year, I'd guess. The Knicks are going to win a championship, and during the parade, Josh Hart's going to announce his retirement. And that is it as the timer ticks out, and the Knicks officially go 2-0 to start the NBA season. 2 straight victories here at the Garden, protecting home court. Beat a good Cleveland team. Beat a funky but resilient Celtics team. And now we move on to our next game. What's our next game, y'all? No game tomorrow, by the way. We will be, Miami on Sunday. But we will be live against Miami on Sunday. So no stream tomorrow. But we will be live on Sunday. Ninja said, are you going to cover more games? The Spurs game is closed. We'll stay live for a little bit. We're going to go over the box scores. I do want to go over the rest of the league. But no stream Saturday, no show tomorrow. We will be live on Sunday. We're going to do Knicks Heat at 6 o'clock. Obviously, we're going to do every Knicks game. That game should end around 8:30-ish, which means we can do one of the late games tomorrow, either Blazers, Clippers, or Lakers, Kings. Not sure I really want to do either one of those. Maybe Blazers. Nah, I don't want to watch the Clippers. I don't care about the Clippers. Lakers, Kings, maybe. Luka, but I don't care about the Kings. See, that's the issue with the West Coast games. Sometimes we get some bad West Coast games. Just that's an off day tomorrow. Chevy needs a personal day. Yeah, I'm gonna try and take one day off on the weekend just for a couple reasons. One, I want to work on stuff for the stream to continue to make the stream better. 2, I need to be able to sleep. I need to catch up on sleep. Ninja said Clippers are trash. Yeah, so that's why I don't really want to do that game. That might be Sunday. Might be the kind of night where we do Knicks Heat, and then we'll go over. We'll cover the games remaining, like Pacers, Timberwolves starts at 7, so we'll switch over to that game and watch maybe the fourth quarter of that game. But we'll fill it out on Sunday, but we will be live at 6 o'clock. I don't want to do one of the early games because I need time on Sunday to set things up. But, like Celtics Pistons could be fun. Bucks Cavs starts at 6, so we can't do that. But we will be live on Sunday for Knicks Heat. But I appreciate y'all. Alyssa Lester, Darlene Bryant, Justice Dad, MBM, my man Ninja, Yvette. We're not signing off yet. We want to go over box scores. But I will say, real quick, because I know a lot of people, as soon as the buzzer ends, will leave. So, real quick, I just want to give a shout-out to the members. Johnny Miller, Jose NYC, Roger G. Wall, my man, OG Rue, Susan, Miguelito Hernandez, Shaq Collins, James Sumler, Ellie Muskoff, El Tigre, Knicks will be 2026 champs, CP's True Mets Talks, David Miskelly, my man Mark, and also Darren Michelle. Appreciate y'all I got to add Darren to the list of members. Appreciate y'all for the memberships, of course. Very, very appreciative of your generosity. Thank you, guys. It is very, very cheap to be a member. If you would like to financially support this channel in some way, you don't have to. But if you wanted to, I made the membership tier very, very cheap just because I don't need your money, but I would appreciate it if you would like to support in some way. So, with that being said, let's go over some box scores. We're obviously going to start with the game here tonight. Let me take the jacket off, too. Shoulders starting to hurt. Shoulders starting to wear on me a little bit. Take the jacket off. The night is over. Party time. So real quick, we'll go over the Knicks-Celtics box score. Josh Hart ended with like 1 million rebounds. That's fun. The Bucks ended up beating, we'll go through the box scores here, but the Bucks ended up beating the Raptors. Hawks beat the Magic. Cavs beat the Nets, to be expected. And look, that was a lot closer game than be expected for the Cavs, right? So the fact that the Knicks only beat the Celtics by 10 tonight makes me feel a little bit better. A little bit. Let's go through the box score real quick of our game tonight. Hauser went 6 for 10 from 3 tonight. 18 points for him. Jeez Louise. Queta, 8 points, 7 rebounds and assists. He was fine. He was fine. Pretty invisible for the most part tonight. Derek White, terrible shooting night, 5 for 18. Jaylen Brown, pretty decent shooting night, 9 for 18, 3% from 3, hit two big threes in the fourth quarter there for 23 points. He did have 7 turnovers, horrifically inefficient game from him, 7 turnovers, 5 personal fouls. He was kind of a disaster, even though the percentages are going to look pretty decent from him tonight. Didn't miss 2 free throws on 4 attempts, which is rough. You don't want to see that. Peyton Pritchard, 2 for 10 from the floor, 1% from three-point range. Just want to give a big salute to Deuce McBride, who absolutely shut the water off of Peyton Pritchard. 8 points tonight, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, 5 boards, 6 assists. Deuce McBride was pretty spectacular defensively. And, oh, by the way, knocked down a couple of big clutch shots as well. We go to the Celtics bench. Boucher, 4 block shots. That was his biggest contribution tonight with the 4 block shots, but did not score. Missed his 2 3-pointers. Tillman knocked down a 3. He was 3 for 3 overall for 7 points. Anthony Simons had 10 points off the bench. But I think their biggest contributor off the bench tonight was Mr. Hugo Gonzalez. In his NBA debut for the rookie, 6 points, an assist, 4 boards, 2 steals. Big energy and effort guy. He did pick up 4 personal fouls. Very good defender, but he's got a future, man. Hugo Gonzalez is definitely a player in this league. Celtics got another one. We get to the Knicks. OG Anunoby cramped up towards the end. He should be fine. Cramps tend to happen at the start of the year as you're sort of ramping up into it. He did play a lot of minutes the other night. Only got to 29 minutes tonight, so okay. He should be fine going into Sunday. Hopefully it's just cramps, but we won't know for sure until we get the official notice. But OG Anunoby, 3 for 10 from the floor tonight, 2% from three-point range. The offensive output wasn't necessarily there from him, but I do like, just quick look at it, all 5 starters in double figures. That's including Deuce McBride, who got to his 10, knocking down 2 threes, a big one in the fourth quarter there. Great night from Deuce McBride because defensively he was all over the place. He was pretty spectacular. 4 rebounds, 4 assists from Deuce, just being a good connected player. Brunson with 31, 3, and 5, doing Jalen Brunson things out there. Bridges with 12, didn't shoot it all that well. 5 for 10, he's 50% from the field, but missed a lot of very makeable shots. 2 for 4 from three-point range from him, solid enough. Karl-Anthony Towns 4 for 6, all 4 of them coming in the first half, I believe. Maybe, no, 3 of them coming in the first half. I think 1 of them came in the third quarter. But it was a big one when the Knicks were kind of running out of offense there, and Karl-Anthony Towns woke up for a bit to kind of save the offense. Put up 26 points. Not bad for a guy who, before the season started during the preseason, said he wasn't sure what his role was in the offense. 26 points for him, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. He did have 5 turnovers. Was a little bit all over the place, but you could tell he's still hampered with the quad injury, so I would like him to be able to take a bit of a breather. We'd have to take a look at the schedule to see what nights he could take off for some injury management stuff. Now that Tom Thibodeau is in the coach and doesn't have to play through the injury all the time, so hopefully we can find time for him to be off, but Miami might not be the time for it. Hopefully we get Mitchell Robinson back so Karl-Anthony Towns can get spelled a little bit more often. 33 minutes for Towns tonight, 36 for Bridges, 35 for Brunson, 32 for McBride. Obviously, OG Anunoby with the injury got to 29. Off the bench, pretty solid all-around contributions from everybody. Josh Hart especially, only 1 for 8 from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point range. He was absolutely disastrous as a scorer and as a shooter tonight. Clearly did not have it physically, looked tired, body was aching. The shot is going to be off with the finger hurting. 2 points from him, but 14 rebounds. 8 defensive, 6 offensive, incredible rebounding from Josh Hart. If this is all he really gives us and then some playmaking and some defense, I'm fine with that. I'm 1,000% fine with that. He could average 8 points per game this year. Don't really care. That's not what I need from Josh Hart. I need the rebounding and the defense from him. Jordan Clarkson came off the bench, hit 2 threes. He was solid. Played more in the second half as well. He was a good ball handler, helped beat some of the defensive pressure that the Celtics were applying, so solid outing from him tonight. Didn't do too much, 2 for 5 from the field, 2 for 4 from three-point range, all of it coming in the first half, but he did just enough, even as a ball handler in the second half, to garner extra minutes. He beat out Tyler Kolek in the minutes game tonight. Kolek, 13 minutes. He was pretty good in the first half. Rough second half from him as the Celtics started to apply more pressure, and he started to struggle slightly with that. 2 points, 4 assists, though. This is the thing that's going to get him on the court, the fact that he is a good playmaker and consistently finds his teammates open from three-point range. Very solid night from Tyler Kolek. Solid night from Landry Shaman, who did knock down a nice big 3 points. And Yabusele, I thought, was solid as well. 5 rebounds total, 3 points. He's getting more acclimated to the team. As the season goes on, I expect to see Yabusele continue to play much better. Harold Ozada? What's up, Harold? Appreciate you. Go New York, go. Yes, sir, Harold. Yes, sir. That's our New York Knicks. 17 for 45 from three-point range. Mike Brown has talked about how he wants to average at least 43-point attempts this season. They got to 45 tonight, made 17 of them. Good night. In that regard, they did not shoot it well as a team overall. They did get to the foul line and knock down their free throws. A big part of their game will be getting to the foul line. So good job from them on that end, but still a lot of room for improvement, especially defensively. Darnell said, the hat you wear needed in the playoffs. Good luck, hat. We're going to swap the hats out at some point. We do have the captain's hat. We will get to. We will get to the captain's hat. I do love me the captain's hat. We're going to get through some of the live games, but let's go over the completed games. Bucks Raptors we went over. We know Giannis dominated the game, and we know the Raptors played pretty well to stick with the Bucks there. The Raptors looking like they're going to be a lot more competitive than I thought they were going to be. Hawks beat the Magic. We went through that one as well, but I don't think we looked at the final box score. So real quick, we won't break it down too much, but Trae Young with 25 and 6. The assist number is pretty low for Trae Young right now. Wonder if that's a change in offensive philosophy, or maybe he's just getting a little bit of a slow start, or maybe his teammates not knocking down shots with the way they did last year. I mean, Nickeil Alexander-Walker continually struggling from the perimeter, 1 for 10 from three-point range for him. Luke Kennard off the bench didn't get a three-point shot up. That's not good. That's what he was brought in to do. And Dyson Daniels starting off slow offensively. He averaged about 14 points per game last year. He scored, I believe, 6 in the other game and 6 here tonight, so got to pick up his offensive game. Jalen Johnson is back. He only took 10 shots tonight for 12 points. But, you know, it was enough to get the win. It was enough to get the win as the Orlando Magic fall to 1-1. The Atlanta Hawks at 1-1 now. Paolo struggled tonight, 11 points, 6 rebounds, only 1 assist. He did have 3 turnovers. Not a good night from him, it seems. Did not watch the game, so I can't tell you for sure. But Franz continues to prove that he's the best player on this team, actually. 27 points per game, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Did have 4 turnovers and 5 fouls, but got a lot on his plate as the main ball handler on this team. Jalen Suggs, again, coming back from injury, still on a minutes restriction, played 19 minutes, 11 points, knocking down the 3. That's a big sign. He can consistently be a good 3-point shooter. It's going to be a big deal for the Magic, because now they have added Desmond Bane, who was 1 for 8 from 3-point range tonight. Not good, but the threat of him shooting should still be there. Hopefully he doesn't pull a KCP and just forget how to shoot the basketball while he's in Orlando. Off the bench, Tristan Da Silva continues to prove to be their 6th man. 15 points from him off the bench, continues to play well and shoot it well. AB said, I'm not liking the prime so far. If you've missed Live's game, you can't watch the replay. They got the dumb Lakers on. You should be able to watch it. You should be able to watch. You might have to look a little bit harder, AP. I mean, this is live, right? It should be available. Maybe if you just go to the search bar and look up Knicks versus Celtics, it should be there. I find it hard to believe that they don't have that available. I don't know for sure. Maybe they don't, but it just doesn't seem right. Pelicans Spurs in a close game. Pelicans Spurs in a close game. While we go over box scores, maybe I'll put it up on the screen here, and we'll keep an eye on that as we go over the rest of the box scores here. We can get Amazon up out of here. Spurs Pelicans, 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. We'll throw that up on the big screen here. Go. And I don't need it muted. I like the volume just to hear the commentators a little bit. There we go. Poole was 17, Murphy with 22, Zion up to 20, 5 for 11 from the field, 10 for 14 from the foul line. He is getting to the foul line. Derek Queen is playing. Shout out Derek Queen off the bench, 6 for 9. Rookie. Jeremiah Fears also continues to be a valuable contributor with 9 points off the bench. Wemby, what's Wemby up to? 25 for Victor Wembanyama, 11 for 19 from the field, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 8 blocked shots for Victor Wembanyama. My goodness, Big Vic. My goodness. AB said, I click on Knicks Celtics and the Hollywood Fakers are on. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Carter Bryant got a couple minutes there, a couple spot minutes. Dylan Harper, 3 for 12 from the field, 13 points, 3 assists, 4 boards. He is a plus 11. He is extremely positive when he's out there. Devin Vassell playing well. Stephon Castle, 10 points, 4 boards, 5 assists, doing a little bit of everything. Stephon Castle, being a hole plugger, I like to call him. The Heat dominated the Grizzlies. My goodness, Memphis. What is this final score? Let's take a look at it. Khalil Ware, 19. Bam, 24. Andrew Wiggins, 10. Norman Powell, 15. Davion Mitchell, 2. Off the bench, they got a ton of production. Just no defense from the Grizzlies, I guess. Because everybody on the Heat bench, everybody on the Heat team scored. Everybody who was available for the Heat played and scored. 14 for Fontecchio. 17 for Jaquez. 20 for Jovic off the bench. 10 for Drew Smith. Hell, Larson gave him 8 in 8 minutes, obviously in garbage time. But what are you doing? John Moran played, KCP played, Jaren Jackson Jr. played. John Moran with 12 points tonight, 6 assists, coming off a 35-point opening night game, and you throw up a stinker. At home, I believe, right? Mafia Productions, appreciate you, Mafia Productions. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for the subscription, brother. Hey, he said it's over, Memphis. Switch it up. How do you allow them to score 146 points on you? You're a team that has, like, legit aspirations. You have legitimate aspirations. You got beat by 32, and I know it was worse. I know for sure it was worse. They were down by as many as 40 points. They must have been down by as many as 40 points. They were down 39 points at halftime. Just doing quick math here. Right? They were outscored by 19 and then outscored by 20. That's 39 points right there. They were down 39 points at halftime. Memphis. Garbage. Jeez Louise. All right. So we get over to Pistons Rockets. We'll go over in a second. That is live. Wizards are beating the Mavericks. Mavs, what are you doing? Mavericks might be trash. The Mavericks might be trash, y'all. Hold on. We got to check this box score. What is Cooper Flagg doing out there? What is Anthony Davis doing out there? Hold on. You know what? Let me go a little bit closer. Too small. There we go. I like that. That's better. Kaishan George got 29. I told you I watched about Kaishan George when we watched him in the preseason. He looks pretty good. Nick Yag with a Yabu Clarkson playing better is a little relief for me. Yeah, they did play much better tonight, Yak. Absolutely. They're going to continue to play better as the season goes on. It's going to be a season of ups and downs as they continue to try to find their lane here with this team and within this offense. But, you know, a great sigh of relief. You're right. Great way of putting it. A great sign that they played well tonight. Mark said Wizards going to lose that game, I bet. Maybe, maybe still. They're up 13 going into the fourth quarter. That's fine. But to be down by 13 to this Wizards team this early in the season when you have legit aspirations as the Mavericks. Flagg, 7 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. Cooper Flagg not getting off to the hot start that a lot of people thought he might. Anthony Davis with 24 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, a block. Oof. Klay Thompson with 8. Still playing with no point guard. Still running Cooper Flagg at point guard. Not a good decision. AB said the Mavericks should be trash with all the backdoor deals they do. Yeah, they should be. The basketball gods should punish the Dallas Mavericks for sure. They should. With how shady they are. Susan, what's up, Susan? Appreciate you. Happy to see you, Susan. Happy you were able to make it before we sign off. Just going through the box scores before we end the night. Warriors Blazers have tipped off. Okay. Bucks Raptors, Heat Magic, Cavs Nets, Knicks Celtics, Heat Grizzlies, and those were the only games that have completed tonight. We have Spurs Pelicans up on the screen right now. Vassell, Castle in open 3. Can't get it to go down. Fournette, offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Wemby. Wemby, the open 3. Way off. It was a close game. Spurs up by 4. Cool. High floater. Got it to go. It's a 2-point game. We might as well just stay live until we see the end of this game up here of Spurs Pelicans. That's it. Oh no, Rockets Pistons, the only game we have not gone through yet. We'll go through this real quick, and then we'll watch the end of this game as they get another steal. And Trey Murphy with the putback dunk in transition. 4-point. It's a tied ball game with a minute to go here in the fourth. So real quick, we'll go through this. Cade Cunningham with 14, 4, and 8. Duncan Robinson, 17 points off the stinker he had an opening night. Osar with 15. Off the bench, Stewart with 4. Holland with 11. Wemby was out of bounds when he saved the ball. Going back to the Pelicans here. Pelicans might steal it. For the Rockets, in a really close battle here, 25 for Kevin Durant, 11 for Steven Adams, 16 for Şengün. Only 16, 10, 16, 6, and 6 for Şengün. Amin Thompson with 10, 3, and 1. Not good enough. Not good enough. Kevin Durant with 25. Off night for the Rockets there, unless that's just some good defense from the Pistons. But Pistons did lose to the Bulls. Zion has it up top. All right, let's check this out now. Let's check. How's my man Reed Shepard playing? 9 points. I like it. Zion has it up top, being guarded by Kornet. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Gets a nice friendly bounce. Okay, Big Z. Okay, Big Z. .5 seconds to go. Zion gives the Pelicans a 2-point lead, knocking down the little mid-range pull-up jumper. Ninja said Spurs for a 3. Come on, give up the good vibes. I like to see Zion be successful, so I'm rooting for the Pelicans here, Ninja. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Listen, they can shoot the 3. And they could get the 3, but as long as the Pelicans find a way to still pull out the game on the other end, I'm down with it. I'm down with it. Is Herb Jones playing? I don't know. Derek Queen is out there with Fears, Poole, Murphy, and Zion. Got 2 rookies out there with Queen and Fears. Okay. I see you. I see you. Mark said 5-2 Jays. Wow. Blue Jays going to shock the world? Beating the Dodgers? Beating the Yankees? Beating the Dodgers? The 2 evil empires? Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, Mark. That's pretty crazy. All right, here we go. 27, 11, and 8 for Victor Wembanyama. The 8 are blocks. He's going to have a quadruple-double this season. If I were a betting man, I would put every single game the Spurs play, or every single game Wembanyama plays specifically, I would put like $5 on Wemby to get a quadruple-double. You're going to win out at some point. You're going to win big at some point. Zion is on Wemby. Castle inside the Kornet. Kornet back out to Castle. Castle, a walk-in pull-up 3. Knocks it down. There's your 3, Ninja. There's your 3. He got it. 20 seconds to go, though. Spurs up by 1. I was about to say before Castle shot that. Interesting, they're not even putting the ball in Wemby's hands. .107, 106. Spurs up by 1. Ninja said, I'm sweating. Do you need the Spurs to win? Or did you just need the 3? Because I'd like, you got your 3. But I'd still like to see the Pelicans win it. They got 20 seconds. Zion looking crazy on the bench. Yeah, you need the Spurs to win, Ninja? I mean, I'm rooting for you, brother. I'm rooting for you. Either way, I'm rooting for you. But I'd like to see. I'm just a Zion fan. I'm rooting for Zion's success. I'm rooting for you too, Ninja. So I guess I gotta have the Spurs win it. I think it's more important if you prosper, Ninja. It's more important for me. 107, 106, 20 seconds to go. Pelicans have the ball. I think they have one more timeout left. Both teams in the bonus. Can't afford to foul. They get it into Zion. Zion being guarded by Wemby. Now Cornette switches onto him. Zion driving it down, goes in, loses the handle, gets fouled. Zion back to the foul line. Oh my goodness. Zion at the foul line. Got 22 tonight, 10 rebounds. Knocks down the first free throw. Got one more coming. Ninja said it's a good game. Ninja said, no, hey, I respect that. No, I got you, Ninja. I'm rooting for you. I want to see the Pelicans do well just for Zion, my boy. But I'm rooting for you still. I'll still root for the Spurs because I do like Wemby too. Zion missed the second one. It's a tied ball game. Come on, Zion, you got to take the lead, brother. You got to at least take the lead. If this goes into overtime, I'm signing off. I'm not sitting here for overtime. We're not doing this game. I don't have anything set up for this game, so we'll sign off. So I need the Spurs to walk away here. I need the Spurs to walk away here. Mark said you said that last night. It was different last night. It was different. We were actually covering that game. We're not covering the Spurs Pelicans game. It's just a close game down at the end here. I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed. I got a long day tomorrow. I got a lot of things I want to work on for the stream. Right? Tomorrow's my day off. I still have work in the morning. So I'm not going to have as much time to work on it in the afternoon, but I got plans. I got plans. If I had the stuff set up, like if I had the scoreboard and everything set up, which I don't, I only have the Knicks Celtics set up for tonight. We would stay live and watch the overtime game. If I could change the title of the stream, I would do that, and then we would cover the final game here. But 11.9 to go. Spurs have the ball. Zion missed the free throw to give them the lead. Castle inbounding it. Gets it into Barnes. Barnes directing traffic. Gets it over to Wemby. 5 with Zion on him. Coming to his right. They show a double team. Shoots it up over the double. Can't get it to go. Air ball, overtime. Do we stay? Do we stay? 9-2 Jays grand slam? Oh my goodness. If you're the Yankees, you have to feel better if they end up being the Dodgers too, right? You have to feel better. I love Zion taking the challenge of guarding Wemby there. Obviously giving up a huge height advantage, a huge height disadvantage there. Excellent defense all around. Is that Derek Queen coming over for the help too? The rookie? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's good coaching too. Ninja said stay. We don't have it set up though. It's what, 10:30? All right, fine, we'll stay. Fine. We'll stay. We'll stay. I'm not changing the title. I'm not changing the thumbnail. I don't have any of that stuff set up, so I'm just leaving it as it is. I'm leaving it as it is. And we'll stay to watch the end of this game. Ninja said, you good vibes, my guy. We sweat this together. Fine. Throw 5 minutes up on the clock. Let's do it. Let's make it to the end of Spurs Pelicans. Spurs better come out on fire and end this one early. Wemby is in with 27. I need Wemby to have a 35 by the end of the overtime period. I need him to go off here. Tied at 107. 5 more minutes on the clock. Why is Jeremy Sohan out? What is his injury? I feel like Jeremy Sohan didn't even play preseason. What's his injury? Why is he out? Gotta stretch these shoulders out, man. Here we go. 5 more minutes on the clock for Spurs Pelicans. This was not part of the plan, but here we are. Here we are. When you get good basketball, you got to stick around for good basketball. Okay, Hazy said, go Pels. I'm rooting for the Pels too, but just for my man Ninja, the Spurs got to win it tonight. Can we get to the tip off? Come on, y'all. Come on, tip it off. The Spurs come out with Barnes, Wemby, Vassell, Castle, and Cornette. The Pelicans come out with Zion, Murphy, Poole, Derek Queen, and Jeremiah Fears. 2 rookies out there for the Pelicans. Whoa. Trey Murphy versus Victor Wembanyama on the tip. And the Spurs win it, because of course they do. Who is beating Wemby? The jump ball. Barnes has it up top. They got the rookie Queen trying to guard Wemby. Wemby has it, high post, right wing, spins, down the lane, easy dunk. Easy dunk. I need Wemby to just go off. I just, out of force of habit, went right to the scoreboard, even though I don't have it set up. Murphy driving it down off the handoff in the lane. Gets swatted into the 10th row by Wembanyama, his 9th block of the night. He's going to get a triple-double with blocks. Mark, 11-2, Jays. They are taking it right to the Dodgers, huh? Inside the Queen. Queen goes up. Can't get the layup to go, but he does draw the foul. Derek Queen going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Excellent slip pass by Jordan Poole there. Oh, that's the 6th foul on Wemby. He's out? Wemby, brother. Wemby. Just give him the layup. Trust Luke Cornette, who's standing at the rim there. Wemby. Mark, does it make you... Are you a Yankees fan, Mark? I feel, as a Yankee fan, it makes me feel a little bit better knowing that the Dodgers are getting packed up by the Jays, too. Just a little bit. Not doesn't make me feel better, but just makes me feel a little bit better. Mark said, Wemby out, shut down the stream. Queen misses a free throw, though. With no Wemby, ball should go right to Zion, and he should go right to the rim. The Pelicans as a team need to go right to the rim now. I know they still got Luke Cornette, pretty good rim protector in himself, but... Mark said, Mets fan? Oh, you don't have a whole lot to feel good about. Vassell knocks down a 3. Okay. I immediately went to the scoreboard to update the scoreboard, but I don't have it set up. I don't have to do anything. I just got to sit here and watch. Poole gets it over to Zion on the right wing, being guarded by Cornette. He got it right to him. Zion right to the rim, flips it up. Lost the handle on it or something. Airballed it. Who is that? Castle down the lane. Going all the way to the rim. Gets stripped by Queen, but they call the foul. And they're going to use the challenge here. Willie Green using a challenge. It looked clean. Mark said they'll be okay. They'll reload. Hey, man. I don't hate the Mets, so I wish you the best. Mark. New Yorkers should see their hometown teams be successful. So obviously I'm a root for the Yankees over the Mets. I'd like to see the Mets be successful. New Yorkers need to see their sports teams thrive, right? Giants fans are up. It seems like they found their quarterback of the future. Now that's all wrist. All wrist on Derek Queen. The foul. Right? Giants fans are up. Jets. Hey, man. They're on their way to the number 1 pick, maybe. Maybe there's some hope there. But Giants look like they're on the way up. Jets, they got to continue to lose and get their guy. We know the Knicks are up. Nobody cares about the Nets. Yankees were in the World Series last year, if they had a disappointing year this year. And the Mets got they got some options. They got the ability to be good. Just that said, I'm a Mets fan until opening day. I think this is going to be a foul. There should be a foul on Derek Queen. He hits the wrist, doesn't get any part of the ball. Like if he got the ball and then wrist, I'd side with the no call. But he didn't even get ball. He hit all wrist. So Castle should go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. They're already leading by 4. 3:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. I mean in the overtime period, the faded fifth quarter. DeAndre Jordan is out there with the Pelicans. He was literally just signed today. My man hopped right on a flight and got there. He also shaved the head. Rocking the buzz cut out there. Just that said, the Giants just gave up the second worst loss in NFL history. Yeah, but that's a coaching thing. You know what I mean? Like as long as they move on from the coach, they have their quarterback of the future. At least it seems like it for now. We'll see how Dark continues to develop. But if you want to win in the NFL, you need a quarterback. You get the quarterback, and then you figure everything else out. Right? You go from there. Because you're not doing anything without a quarterback. Mark said, Derek Queen from my alma mater. Go Terps. All right, Derek Queen. Okay. You got some fans out here, Derek Queen. He looks a lot bigger in the NBA. You know, I thought coming out of college, he's an undersized big, and I thought he was going to be too small to play in the NBA, but he looks the part. He looks the size. Looks like he could hang. It is a foul. Castle is at the foul line. He knocks down the first one. Castle misses the second free throw. Poole with the rebound. Here comes Fears. Jeremiah Fears up top. Get it over to Zion being guarded by Cornette. Zion in the high post, right wing. Hands it off to Poole. Poole dancing with it against Castle. Calling for a screen. Trying to run pick and roll with Zion. Poole coming to his right. Pocket pass to Zion. Down the lane. Scoop blade with the left hand. Got it to go. Incredibly explosive move from Zion, of course. Again, went to my control panel. I don't need it. I don't have anything set up. I don't need to hit a button. Literally just a reflex at this point. Cornette has it up top, being guarded by Queen. It's Castle. Extra pass, Champagny. Open three. Knocks it down. 6-point lead for the Spurs. 3 minutes to go. Poole, sidestep, pump fakes over to Zion. Zion at the foul line, goes right into Cornette's chest. Pump fake, leans in, gets stripped. Gonna stay with the Pelicans at least. Mark said he was great for us. I'm going to miss him this year. I mean, every time you get a top 10 pick who moves on to the NBA, it's always a big loss. Vassell with the rebound, he's pushing it the other way off the Jordan Poole missed three. 2:30 to go. They're going to wind down as much time as possible. Looks like the Spurs are going to be able to pull this one out. There you go, Ninja. There you go. I mean, there's still time left, but if the Spurs score here, Castle down the lane, can't get the layup to go, and they call an offensive foul. Jordan Poole was there, drew the foul on Castle. Maybe he came in elbows high, running right into the defender. Not sure what the call entirely is there. Oh, with the left arm at the last second, fended off Jordan Poole, pushed off. Well, you need a score here. 2 minutes to go. Time not on your side. Zion, foul line pull-up jumper, way off the side of the backboard. But Trey Murphy III picks up the loose ball. Rebound out the Poole, wide open three, can't get it to go. Loose ball again. Champagny picks it up. And we're under 2 minutes to go with Castle bringing it down. Castle has it up top. Going to wind down the clock even more. Castle's going to dance with it, cross over, down the lane. A lot of contact, puts it up. Can't get it to go, but he's back to the foul line. Foul on Derek Queen. Very upset with the call. Ninja said, without Wemby, this is impressive. I mean, Wemby set the tone to start the overtime period at least. The young Spurs have carried it on. Castle is now with what? 14 points? Vassell with 23. I mean, they still got players out there, and then you got the vets. You know, you got the young guys with Castle and Vassell to carry you, but then you got the vets to kind of insulate some of the wildness that young players can bring with Cornette, Champagnie, and Barnes. It's a good mix of young players and vets. And even Vassell, this is what, his 4th year, 5th year, something like that. So he's getting up there in veteran status as well. Castle's at the foul line, knocks down a free throw. Got one more coming. Ninja said, "You're my good luck charm." You gotta come through to the streams, brother. You hang out, I'll give you all the luck you need. You gotta stick around. Castle knocks down both free throws. Poole bringing it down. Over to Zion. Zion back up the Poole. Poole coming to his right. Pump fakes, sets his feet, over to Fears, back to Poole. Good closeouts from the Spurs, not giving Poole any open space. Wasting too much time. Down the lane, kicks it out. Herb Jones, a 3. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Fears has it. Driving it down in the lane. Gets fouled by Barnes. 1:11 to go. Looks like the Spurs are going to be able to pull this one off. They're up by 8, and the Pelicans can't knock anything down. Zion gets it in the Poole. Not a whole lot of urgency from the Pelicans here. You got to go. Get it to Zion. Zion down the lane. A lot of contact. Gets the layup to go over Cornette anyway. Six-point game. Castle bringing it down. Over to Champagnie. Spurs just swinging it around. Trying to wind down as much time as possible. 50 seconds to go. Murphy's on Castle out by the half-court line. 5 on the shot clock. Castle dancing with it. Driving to his right. Throws a lob. Cornette way off. He thought he was throwing the lob to Wemby. It was Cornette, Castle. It was Cornette. Wemby's out of the game. Pelicans got to push. You're down by 6. 2 threes gets you back into it. You haven't been successful knocking down the perimeter shot right now. Zion's just going to drive it down and almost does throw it away. And that's going to end it. It's going to end it. Castle splits the double team. Pulls it back out. And they're going to wind down the clock. Now they're going to foul, but that's going to be it. We're going to log back off. You guys know the deal. Shout out to all the members in the chat. I appreciate y'all. We went through this already, but I appreciate y'all. We stuck around for the overtime period. My man Ninja got the victory he needed. But I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. We will be off tomorrow, but we will be back on Sunday. So catch up on your sleep, y'all. Remember to brush your teeth before bed. Stay hydrated. And get a good night's sleep. What do I usually say? I'm forgetting. It's getting late for me. I'm tired. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.